Hello and welcome to Disc Golf Stream's coverage of the Copenhagen Open 2023. We have final round FPO action for you. I'm Andrew Gum here.
And I'm Victor Tågestad here. Yeah, the final day is here. Judgment Day, round 3. Let's see who has their nerves in check. So far, we have quite a big lead for an Estonian. We will most likely see a new champion here in Copenhagen. Kaidi Alsalu leading with 6 strokes. Will she be able to contain that lead? What do you think?
I will have to wait and see. I guess we haven't really seen her in this position yet. And it would be a big breakout win for her. She's built up a pretty good lead, 6 strokes over the 2 days, shooting a 947 and a 939 rated round. And I've been really impressed with what I've seen from her. She's just been calm and in control, not really stressing and not really making as many mistakes as everybody else.
No, I think that's so far the key to her success is she has been able to avoid mistakes, and she has been handling the wind in a perfect way.
It has been brutally windy the last couple of days, but we got great news for you. The weather has improved quite a lot. It's sunny and warm. It's still a little breezy, but nothing compared to what we have seen the first 2 days where the players were out there just trying to survive and battle with those swirling winds and the tumble dryer.
Yeah, I'm sure you all knows how it feels when to be out to play in cold and windy weather. It's just not, you just don't feel comfortable. But today the sun is out. We might see some more relaxed throws from the player, maybe a few less mistakes. And we do have some exciting action also behind Kaidi. Of course, the main story is, will she be able to contain her lead? With 6 strokes behind her, we have Jenni Karppinen, who played hot round yesterday, shared with Kaidi. And we're going to see some highlights from round 2 here. But Jenni Karppinen, she was, I think, on the 3rd or 4th card even. And she just had a great show yesterday.
Yeah, both first and second round, she's had incredibly great rounds going. Just hasn't been able to close the deal. The last few holes have tripped her up both days, but she still found herself right there near the top, second place. And if she can finish those final holes strong and continue to do what she's done throughout the first 2 rounds on the earlier part of the course, then she could, definitely be right there. Fighting for the win there at the end. Oh, that ace run was awesome, wasn't it? Kaidi just almost rang that up.
We had quite a few ace runs yesterday.
Yeah, we're going to hopefully get one.
I have a feeling that today is the day where we're going to get an ace, and we might just be on this hole 7. We saw Heidi Laine right here. Oh
yeah, here we go. Here's another solid metal connection. This was tracking all the way, just pure line.
Can't throw any straighter than that.
No, and it was just a little bit too high.
Yeah, and then we also have 2 players in the 3rd place right now. Silva Saarinen, familiar face here on Disc Golf Stream.
Yep.
We have seen her a lot. We have seen many highlights from her, and
we'll see quite many more, I'm sure, today.
Yeah, I think most likely. Another player on 3rd place, Anneli Togias-Mäniste. She struggled quite a bit yesterday on the putting green, but still able to get herself on the lead card.
Yeah, she did just enough to keep herself on that lead card. Finished pretty strong, and I think she has potential to score even better than she has been. So if she can put together a real hot round, then she can also be a contender for that win. And if not, she's battling for podium position for sure.
And another one who is battling for the podium position is Heidi Laine. Together with Tinja Väisänen, Amanda Lennartsson and Elina Rydberg. They are only a few strokes behind there on the chase card, and I wouldn't count out any of those 4 players. And we have even more players who could be up on the podium. So it's extremely tight behind Kaidi Alsalu. So much can happen. If Kaidi doesn't get a hot start or maybe some problems on hole 1, then
watch out for those chase card.
Yeah,
players. They're definitely going to be thirsty for it, and they'll do everything they can to try to battle up into those top positions. It's going to be a very exciting day of disc golf here from beautiful Valbyparken, the biggest park in Copenhagen, Denmark. One of the nicest cities in Europe. Beautiful place to play, and really happy to have weather improvement for today. Hopefully the gallery will be even bigger than yesterday. It looked like it was starting to get pretty good size, and really happy to have you all with us here this bright, beautiful morning, Sunday. Final round.
Season opener. Couldn't be more excited to see who is going to take down the first title for the year on European Pro Tour. And one new feature we have here this year on Disc Golf Stream is that we have a field reporter. Rene, can you tell us a little bit about the weather and what's going on there in Copenhagen next to T1?
Well, Victor, I can tell you it's a beautiful morning here in Copenhagen. There is almost no clouds in the sky. The wind is quite low as well. And the atmosphere is just buzzing.
That's wonderful. Wonderful to hear. And yeah, we're in for a treat today. If you know anybody out there that really enjoys disc golf, live sports, tune them in. Free on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. That's also a new thing on Disc Golf Stream this year. We are giving away the final round on Sundays on YouTube, so you can all see the action even without a subscription. But we also, of course, hope that all of you will understand what you're missing out on and go and subscribe and follow us on the first rounds as well.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate all the support, and those subscriptions help to continue to bring you high quality coverage from across the best events in Europe. And second season of the European Pro Tour, we're making steady progress and doing everything we can to help grow the sport in the region and to bring you really high quality media coverage.
This is the chase card we're watching right now. This is Tinja Väisänen, another one just a few strokes behind, battling for a podium finish, and with a little bit of luck, potentially a win.
That was a really nice shot. And patent pending turnover, and gets it right there inside the circle.
Yeah, she will have a putt for par from there.
Yeah.
And we have 2 Finns and 2 Swedes on this chase card. And on the lead card, we have 2 Estonians and 2 Finns. So a lot of different flags. And big surprise, maybe, the reigning champion, Rachel Turton. She has struggled a lot.
Yeah, great to see she's off to a good start today, though. She was able to birdie hole 1. She's been, definitely struggling the first 2 days. We were kind of expecting to see her right there in contention for the win, which unfortunately didn't happen for her, but she's a true champion, and she's going to try to finish strong today and get as high as she can, try to get some cash and valuable tour points.
Starting hole 1 today, 5 strokes better than she did yesterday. She got an 8 there on hole 1.
Yeah, that's not
yesterday.
The way you want to start the round, but
birdie today.
Tough conditions. Here's Elina Rudberg. It's a great putt there for bogey.
Familiar face here on Disc Golf Stream. We watched her finished 3rd at Tyni last year. We saw her in Spain at the All-Stars event. We have also had her as a guest on our podcast, Inside Disc Golf.
Yeah, check that out and all the past episodes on Disc Golf Stream or your favorite podcast platform. But yeah, great personality, a very, very friendly, kind person with a lot of disc golf skills and a lot to contribute to the community as well.
Starting out with a bogey though, so not the perfect start for her.
No, good putt though.
It was
solid stroke on the green.
And Heidi is making a statement with a birdie on hole 1 and
nice one.
Closing the gap maybe with that a little bit to the podium and to Kaidi Alsalo there at the absolute top. Here's Amanda Lennartsson, also a bogey. Also from Sweden, sponsored by Discmania. A lot of interesting players just outside, and Amanda is one that we haven't been able to follow too much here on Disc Golf Stream yet. Expect to see more of her this year.
Yeah, another really, really high quality player from Sweden. Also great personality, good friends with Elina, very, very happy-go-lucky force out there on the course. Must be a really, really fun card mate to have, and it's nice that they can play together here final round.
All those 4 players on the chase card seem to be that really positive attitude players. I think they're going to have fun out there today.
Yeah, I think that they're going to kind of really enjoy it and push each other to do their best, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see some hot scores on that chase card today.
Yeah, we saw 1 hot score from Heidi. We saw a par from Tinja Väisänen, and then bogeys for the Swedes. Here is the lead card, just about to tee off. Still some jackets on. It's maybe not that warm yet, but compared to how it was yesterday and on Friday, it's a different story.
Yeah. little more about Amanda. She just came back from her first trip to the States. She qualified for that Champions Cup with a big win at the Heatland Open. You can check that coverage, the Heatland Open coverage on MDG Media from last year. She beat some great players.
Women's Open Division, final round. First on tee, your current leader, Kaidi Alsalo.
Kaidi Alsalo, here she goes. Final round, looking to get it done. Looking for the biggest win of her career. Breakout moment in the Open Division. She's first in parked shots, tied for first in scramble rate, and tied for first in OB rate. So that's how she's getting it done, putting it close and scrambling when she's not. That looks good. Hits that tree, but I don't think that's gonna do any harm. She can have a pretty straight look at it.
Yeah, straight and not too long approach from that position. Definitely a birdie in sight. Another prodigy player here, another new prodigy player, Jenny Karppinen. Both of them picking up their sponsorship this year and making Prodigy proud so far.
Yeah, great acquisitions there. 1 and 2 in the FPO division. Really good signings by Prodigy. They made some really big moves in the off season. It's looking like it's paying off already early here. First event of the European season. We got 2 Prodigy players right there on the top, and it's not the one that I would have expected. Rachel Turton, also a big Prodigy sponsored player, but they got a lot of talent in the FPO division now. Here's Silva Saarinen, the highlight machine, with a pretty sweet, smooth drive right up into the sweet spot.
That's a really nice place to be. All 3 are kind of bunched together, same distance, but I still think that Kaidi has the best shot on a little bit more to the right side. And Anneli Togias-Mänistö, she really impressed yesterday. Maybe not on the putting green so much, but otherwise
It's been
extremely high quality player.
Yeah, it's been great to watch her. Another Estonian star in the making, and
So many Estonians right now. They're coming from everywhere.
disc golf is big there and growing. They're going to be hosting the European Championships this summer, August 16th through 20th, and that's going to be an incredibly fun and exciting event there.
Feels
in
like
the heart of Tallinn.
If not at least one of the highlights of the year. Clearly.
Oh, yeah. Really looking forward to that and all the great coverage.
We also have an Estonian in the lead, shared of the lead in the MPO division, Mauri Vilman.
Yep.
Also prodigy player.
Nice.
Yeah, for controlled shots from the tee, I like what I'm seeing so far.
Great start from our lead card here. A lot easier to attack this hole when the wind's down a little bit. Sun's shining. Must be a much more comfortable feeling today after some pretty rough conditions first 2 days.
I definitely think so. And we're going to have to keep close look at the leaderboard today because it's tight. A lot of things can happen. And I see that Sophie Björlycke is the first one to pick up a birdie on hole 2.
Nice.
She is one of the players we have been warning about beforehand in a positive way. She could easily take down the win here. Didn't really succeed that well compared to her normal level, round 1 and 2, but she might just be there at the end of the day.
That upshot a little bit right side. Pin high though. Kind of a scary putt to run. There's OB behind the basket there.
But she's safe.
Yeah.
And has a look for birdie though, even though it's not maybe the easiest one. Kaidi with much straighter look from this, more from the right side.
Yeah.
She's throwing there, putter, A3, yeah.
A3. Approach disc. Comes up just a little bit short.
But inside circle 1.
Yep. Good look for birdie. Hole 1 averaging 4.7 today for the FPO field, and we have 3 birdies. Heidi Laine, Rachel Turton, and Jenny Larsen.
Congrats to all those 3.
Silva, circle 2, look for it.
And she hit that low ceiling that we see on hole 1 and that we see on many, many holes. So that's also a common theme. If The wind is gone from yesterday and Friday. The low ceiling still remains. Jenny Karppinen gets around the
good
tree,
shot
and
there.
this is
That's really good.
right there.
Yeah.
5 meters from the basket, no wind. I almost dare to guarantee a birdie from that place.
Yeah, that was a really good shot. She went from a standstill, patent pending type position, and really just executed that perfectly.
Jenny Karppinen has been off to hot starts both on day 1 and 2. Could she maybe put some pressure on Kaidi Alsalo already here on hole 1? That's, of course, we wish Kaidi Alsalo all the success possible, but we want excitement here on this golf stream. And
Of course, it's always more interesting when there's some close battles and potential drama to unfold. So we're not rooting for or against anybody, but we sure love good action.
right now, the UDisc win probability is giving Kaidi Alsalo 90% chance to take down the win. So
Yeah,
we'll see what happens if Jenny gets one closer on this hole. But yeah, Kaidi is also right there in the circle, so
Yep.
we could definitely see 2 birdies.
We're gonna have highlight alert here early on.
You should always have the highlight alert on when Silva Saarinen is having the disc in her hand. Similar play style to Hjalte Jensen, who we have been following in the MPO division, just going for everything.
Oh, that was real close. Didn't hit any metal, but it kind of looked like it just went through the basket somehow.
Nice run. She wasn't scared at all about that OB behind.
Nice soft run, yeah. She had kind of the perfect trajectory on that to get it to drop without any risk. Yeah, good pace on that. And here's Kaidi from 9 meters, 30-footer. Opportunity to really make a statement here that she's coming out ready to take this thing down today. Beautiful Sunday walk in the park. Just a little tentative, doesn't get quite enough extension towards the basket and hits the cage, but online anyway.
Opening the door just so slightly to Jenny Karppinen here. Jenny knows that she needs to be aggressive today, but she's usually very controlled and smart player and only taking the opportunities when they are presented to her.
Oh, little nerves as well from her. Unable to get it up and over the cage and into the basket, so yeah.
Most likely a par frame then. Par for all 4 players, so we might have seen some nerves.
Yeah, and Kaidi kind of got away with one there. She had, had a chance. Jenny had a chance to close that gap just a little bit. But yeah, plenty of holes to play. Par's pretty good on this one, so I think that's a good start for our lead card. But yeah, with those birdie looks, you kind of hope to get those in to get your start or get your round started,
But still 6 strokes lead for Kaidi Alsalo with the 17 holes to go. And here is the birdie blueprint. If you have been listening to Inside Disc Golf, our podcast here on Disc Golf Stream, you have heard us talk about these 3 important things to prepare for when you come to Valbypacken to get up on the podium and maybe take down the win.
Yeah. This is a new thing we're doing, and make sure you check out Inside Disc Golf podcast. The basics of it are mind the gaps, may the wind be with you, and stay focused to the finish. Hole 18 has proven to be very, very difficult finishing hole. So you really, it's not over till it's over. You gotta finish strong, and yeah, really, really great course design. Lots of score separation. Lots of really, really tough wooded holes where you gotta stay clean. Some OB that comes into play, and yeah, as we've seen throughout the event, the wind is surely a factor.
And yeah, especially I would say that third point, stay focused for hole 18. It's proven to be very difficult, that hole, and has wrecked a lot of rounds already. Looked like someone was going to come in with a hot score and then suddenly a triple bogey on hole 18. So it's not over until it's over, even with a big lead.
Yeah, and it definitely makes it interesting to have a hole like that as a finishing hole, because it leaves open so much room for huge stroke swings, and it provides a lot of drama. You can have, a few stroke lead going into that hole and not be completely safe. you know, you have to still finish that hole, and you have to do it, you know, in style there in front of the gallery, in front of Tournament Central on the elevated basket. Luckily today the wind won't be ripping as much, but still can be a lot of nerves and pressure to get that disc in the basket to finish your round and finish your event strong.
And not only is it a long and difficult hole, but it's a long and fair difficult hole.
Yep.
The mistakes are there for you to avoid them, not to suddenly hit a tree that you didn't see or anything like that. It's very open and fair, but still provides a lot of difficulty.
Yeah, great design. One of the holes that's part of this modified European Pro Tour layout that you won't find on your normal trip to Valbuparken, but what you will find at Valbuparken if you come to play is a really wonderful park setting with a great course design, 3 different tee pads, so really perfect for players of all different skill levels, and just a good atmosphere, beautiful scenes, great design, and yeah, it'll really require a lot of different shots, so a great place to train your game.
Just saw the green flag. Leader Kaidi Alsalo still on the box after her par. Has executed really well from this tee pad the first 2 rounds, and this is looking just as good.
Wow, that is so good.
It's right where she wants to be, maybe slightly closer to that bush, but I don't think it's going to be a problem.
I think she's on the in the clear, close but not obstructed. So a really pure line right down the gap. This is a tough one to get.
Jenny's
clean off the tee. Yeah, sorry.
Jenny seems to be throwing that new disc from Prodigy, the feedback.
Feedback, yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Jones series, and
a little
she
bit.
came out though. That right side can be very, very bad, but she is in an open spot. Maybe not the greatest birdie look from there, but definitely
Good break.
not as bad as it could have been.
Absolutely, a great break there. Silva testing that left side if she can fight past that bush.
That was almost really, really good. Going with that Anheuser line that we haven't seen too much from.
Yeah.
More straight and Heiser shots here, but that was...
If it could have just drifted a little more quickly and beat that last bush, it would have been fantastic. But she's still in pretty okay position. She can kind of, I think, manufacture some type of approach from there. That's just a little high, and she's going to be deep in that bush, which is not really a good spot either. Not quite as bad as the right side, but very difficult scramble spot.
Rene, we saw a man on a bike there in the park today and a red flag that the players needed to wait for. Is that something that we need to watch out for on a sunny Sunday like this?
Well, definitely. This park is, while the disc golf course is closed for other disc golfers, the park is open for everyone else. So there will be traffic coming through here and there. We'll see it on other holes as well.
It'll be interesting to see if there might be some distractions and
another thing to stay focused and avoid the pedestrians, and sometimes you have to reset. If
that's what I'm thinking. That you need to keep cool and calm and collected.
Yep.
Because unexpected things might happen when we have some normal people strolling in the park.
Yeah, it can definitely test your patience. You gotta have a strong mental game to kind of avoid being distracted or annoyed by any of that pedestrian action in the vicinity. Hole 2 today, averaging 4.55, 5th most difficult so far. It's early on still, but just the one birdie from Sophie.
And a double bogey from Heidi Line.
Oh no,
that's exciting.
That's gonna derail her.
Yeah, she got off to a hot start. And Jenny able to laugh about it, always staying positive even when she's making mistakes.
I love her attitude. That's great. Some players would be really have a different reaction there, but she was burst out laughing, and
that's clearly a key to her success, that she's able to stay relaxed even when things aren't really going her way.
Yeah, and have fun. She's always smiling, and she's got a great sense of humor. So always enjoy watching her here on Disc Golf Stream, even if she's not executing the shot, she's still entertaining.
Anneli just able to pitch out. I'm not so sure if that will be an easy par from that position.
Oh, that's definitely not an easy par, no. That's kind of where a decent drive might end up, and we haven't seen people getting up and down very easily from decent drives. So
And I think we might see a rare forehand here from Silva. There's not so much else you can do. She's gonna try to go with a backhand. Maybe she finds a gap.
Yeah, just trying to play for position here. Probably she can't really force it towards the green that much.
That I'm worried about.
Pretty good effort
This
there.
she got all the way over. I really, really hope so because
Yeah, I think so. But
Yeah.
that was a pretty good scramble move. She's crawling out from there. There's some. It's not really fun places to be when you're in the rough here at Balbu Park, and it's beautiful. But yeah, there's so many low branches, and it's really hard to kind of get your footing. As we can see, Jenny here is trying to even find her disc. Sometimes it can be hard.
might need to find some gardener to trim that a little bit to get into her disc.
Yeah.
How is she gonna?
How's
How's she gonna do this?
It's going
Yeah.
to be a very, very difficult scramble shot, especially to save the par. But she really just needs to keep it somewhere safe. You don't want to be back in the bushes here throwing your par shot now.
Just gonna try to go with a big Anheuser and possibly land it flat.
Oh, that's really good. Oh, it looked good. Caught just a few branches, but she had the right idea. And that's a pretty decent effort still.
Not the
result,
hot
yeah.
start from Jenny so far.
Yeah, she threw well on the first hole, but couldn't get the putt in. Now she's having a little bit of trouble.
And everyone is struggling except Kaidi so far. She is in cruise control.
She looks comfortable and focused too. I don't feel any concern about the nerves at this point from her.
Not at all.
I know the putt was a little bit tentative on one, but it was from circle's edge, and you know, I just think it the look of composure bodes well for the chances here for her.
And it seems like Heidi Line is out in full attack mode today. After that double bogey on hole 2, she found a birdie on hole 3, so 2 birdies and 1 double bogey today. So she's back at even par, but I wouldn't be surprised if she's full on attack mode today.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh yeah, look at that. Sneaks through and circle 1, look.
That was a really nice shot.
Yeah,
I like it.
great line. Good speed on that forehand. Perfect angle.
So far today, no one is playing under par, but we expect to see a bit better scores today than yesterday and Friday, even though we might see some nerves.
Yeah, the weather's just so much better. As you can see, it's calm, nice and still, and it's so much easier to attack this course when the wind is down. I wonder if Haiti threw a backhand on hole 3. That's kind of a tough get with the turnover. She's not really particularly known for having the best forehand skills, although she does have a very serviceable forehand.
At least she's not using it too much on the course. This is a perfect,
Wow.
perfect, you can't do it much better, approach from Kaidi
also
Alsel.
hole and lands it there for an absolute tap-in birdie.
That shot really sent a message.
Oh, wow. That's a really good sign that she is dialed in.
She might get the only birdie on this card. Silva could potentially get one, but I don't think she's going to have a good chance.
It would take a super highlight, wouldn't it? But absolute park job there from Kaidi, and that's going to extend her lead. Jenny here, struggling. Needs to check up. Yep, does nicely. Really good approach. She'll be able to save the bogey. But that's going to be a 2-stroke swing right at the top. And it leaves the door open for Silva Saarinen to slide into that second spot. Here she is with a chance to throw in for birdie, but not really probably a good idea with that OB right behind.
Just going
Yeah,
for a
smart
straight
play.
layup with that red, was it a maiden or
Mercy?
Mercy?
Yeah, she's so in control with that disc. Just every approach seems to be like heading straight for the chains or right under the basket.
I'm so impressed by Kaidi. She has 17 wins in her career so far, and already 2 this year, but nothing at all on this level.
Yeah, no
There
A
are
tier wins
all
yet.
C tiers and a few B tiers, but this is just next level for her, and she is looking like she has done nothing else in her life than playing for the wins at
Yeah,
the highest level in Europe.
she really showed up here this weekend and this start of this season, and yeah, really good sign and opportunity for a momentous, huge breakout win.
And the putting looks much better for Anneli today, especially here on hole 2. That's a completely different stroke than she had yesterday. I know she even started to experiment with her stance because she just lost the feeling completely on the putting green. Nothing really helped. Silva stays in for par, but see a rare reaction there from her.
Rare smile, yeah. She wasn't the routine putt she was expecting, but it's in the basket and everything's good.
And the ice woman, Kaidi Alsalo, with the only birdie. She's looking unstoppable. 16 holes to go, extending her lead now 8 strokes ahead of Silva Saarinen. Here's Heidi on hole 3. We already spoiled it for you.
Yeah, we know it's going in, but let's see how it does it. Oh, it's perfect. What a great putt there from just outside the circle for Heidi.
9 strokes behind the leader, though, so it is possible, especially for someone like Heidi Laine, but the gap is big. This is hole 4, where we think the third card. And if you're watching this golf stream for the first time, maybe on YouTube, make sure to share the link to all your friends and family and everyone who might be interested in disc golf. And if they aren't yet, they might be after watching the action here today.
Yeah, beautiful views here in central Copenhagen at Valbyparken. Nice Sunday final round action. Please do everything you can to help spread the word and help grow the audience so everybody can enjoy and experience all this great action.
Not the best shot there from Kaidi, but nothing to be worried about. She's going to have an easy par from that position, maybe even able to attack for a birdie. So will Silva.
Yeah, a little bit low on Silva's turnover effort, but she's in circle 2 with a chance for another highlight. Anneli going to that forehand. Looks really good. Nice stable disc.
That's going to be parked.
Yeah,
Almost, at least.
Pretty close.
Yeah?
Pretty close. Right inside the circle for sure.
She can prove yet again that her putting is back from yesterday. And Jenny is going with a turnover. What is that? M4 maybe?
M4, I'm guessing. Really nice neutral mid-range from Prodigy.
Way too low. Way too low. That just crashed. And she has still about 50 meters to go.
Yeah, a little bit nervy start for Jenny. We have a 3-way tie for second place at the moment.
Let's hear from René. Do you see any kind of nerves or reactions from the players so far? Do you notice anything different on day 3 compared to yesterday and Friday?
Well, it is a little hard to tell. I know that I did see some applause when the players were all in the circle for hole number 2, especially for some of the upshots that were pretty good.
Okay, so the gallery's starting to get enthusiastic. The nerves aren't really too obvious there down on the course, so seems like the mood is good here on the lead card and everybody's having a good time.
We like to see that. Jenny now to save her par. Dropped down. No, she actually hasn't dropped down, but she has.
Hopefully that didn't bury in there deep in the bushes, but see if she can find a stance, hopefully.
She's now sharing that second place with Silva Saarinen and Anneli Togias-Mäniste with slightly better starts. Just slightly though. Kairi is extending her lead. An exciting player that we got to watch yesterday, Maria Elde Kristinadottir. Very interesting and a lot of great highlights from her. She's starting today with bogey on hole 1 and then pars on hole 2, 3, and 4. And I have high expectations from her for the rest of the season.
She was a ton of fun to watch, and she showed some amazing skills. Ooh, good run there from Silva, but just a little high left. But yeah, she executed some really, really high-level shots. The roller game, yeah, the big high Anheuser shot on 12. She did a ton of great things yesterday, and yeah, I wasn't able to kind of like really score super well overall on the round, but definitely showed that she is a really skilled and talented upcoming player from Iceland. Easy par from Kairi.
No need for Kairi to be aggressive today. If she can just avoid mistakes, that's all that she's needing to do. And if you're playing to avoid mistakes, and if you're playing to be safe, then those opportunities are gonna show up. For birdies, Jenny dropping down even more with another bogey, her second of the day after already 3 holes. That's a surprise.
Yeah. She's been playing so well early on, first 2 rounds, and now the conditions are even better, but seems like the nerves are a bit of an issue.
Yeah, the putting, I wouldn't say that the struggle continues because that looked quite good, that run from Anneli, but it's not really there yet. She's just about to dial it in completely, but I'm not worried about her.
Ooh, nice putt there from Silva coming back. I didn't realize she had so much work to do, but nice 7-meter putt.
So 3 pars and a bogey here, it looks like. We will see. Jenny, disappointing. She had hot starts both yesterday and 2 days ago, but
Yeah,
this is completely different.
Yeah, let's see if she can find some comfort zone and start scoring and making moves here, but not the start she was hoping for to put pressure on Kairi.
No, we thought that could be a possibility that with her hot starts could come in and put some pressure, but that's not the case. Instead, it's Kairi who's putting pressure on the whole field. 1 down, the only one under par so far. Could we see another hot round from the leader? Here is Elina Rydberg on hole 4. She's in a very good position after her tee shot.
Yeah, she got the birdie here yesterday.
That's right.
Amazing.
Will not be a birdie today, though. That was a clear misrelease, and that could almost go out of bounds, but
No,
she's safe.
Safe, but yeah, early release, and she's going to have a tough time scrambling from there. Hopefully she can get up and down for the par, but it's really thick on that side.
Yeah, this is a very fun hole to watch, and there are quite a few ways to approach it. Normally you see quite often some big forehands. That's the safest play. You could see rollers. You could even see some Anheisers. Maybe difficult depending on the wind and the low ceiling, but
yeah, it's pretty hard to actually get the Anheuser shot because the ceiling's just a little bit too low. But the roller and the forehand are definitely 2 real good ways to attack it. There's also like a really tight inside gap where you can test the Mandos on the right side.
Heidi, after 2 throws, still on the fairway. Let's see if she's next up. No pars yet for her. And if there is someone who might be able to really make a run today, I would put my money on her to be that person. 2 birdies already today. Unfortunately, a double bogey sandwiched in between those two. So still at even par.
So yeah, hole 3 that we just saw with our lead card averaged 3.17 today, and 2 birdies, one from Haiti that we saw the highlight, and one from Josephine Johansson. So good birdie from her.
Going with a skip
nice,
shot, and
nice work.
that's not an easy thing to do.
Good execution there, yeah.
Almost getting even closer to the basket, but she is 8 meters away.
Chance to save it.
That's not easy.
That was a cool scramble shot though, and there wasn't much else she could do to get through all that thickness. So heavy hyzer skip shot with a overstable driver. That's a good play. Haiti going high, spike hyzer, and trinkles down. Right,
And she is right there. What a nice result. And Haiti's gonna get a par, her first of the day, and stay at even par.
Yeah, no birdies yet today on this one. Averaging most difficult at 4.75. So would have thought maybe with the wind down it'd be a little bit more attackable, but perhaps our lead card can get some birdies.
Tinja Väisänen with her third, and
Yeah, she could throw it in. That'd be a great highlight.
would be cool to see, but I think she will go with a more safe shot. No, she is giving it a run.
Ooh, that was pretty close.
Yeah, you were right. She gave
How'd it go?
showed that it's possible, but wasn't really able to get it in the basket. We saw a super tight battle between 3 Swedes yesterday, and the battle is still ongoing, even though they are split up into 2 cards today. But Amanda Lennartsson, Elina Rydberg, and Sofie Björlycke are right next to each other on the leaderboard, and
This is for birdie.
This is for birdie, yes,
I didn't
yeah.
interrupt you, but yeah, it's great to see that Swedish battle taking place. And
1 stroke between them all, and of course it's important to be the best Swede.
oh, look good. Almost got that in from 30 feet or 9 meters. Just a little bit low. Easy par, but yeah, would have been nice to get that birdie putt in.
It feels like this would be almost a blessing from above if she could make a par after being from that bad position after 2 throws, Elina.
That'd be a huge scramble. Here she is, about 8 meters.
How is her putting game looking today?
Really good.
Perfect.
Really, really great par save from Elina. Cool skip shot there to get herself into the circle, and then big putt.
Great ambassador for Clash discs and disc golf in general. Really nice personality.
Absolutely.
And so is Tinja Väisänen. Always a smile on her face. Great disc golfer. Could end up on the podium today. If she's putting like that, why not?
Great putt.
Tinja, 4 pars today. And Heidi Line at par today, but not with 4 pars. 2 birdies, 1 double bogey, and now 1 par. Doesn't matter how you do it. Amanda Lennartsson and Elina Rydberg both 1 over par. And now we get to see the lead card from T on hole 4. Kairi, of course, having the box, going with a safe forehand play, gets quite a bit of distance. She's going to be in a great position. That's all she needed.
Yeah, she kept it nice and tight on that inside line, and I guess Silva made the turnover work. You don't see it very often, but
She proved us wrong.
Yeah, she tested that ceiling and a pretty good result.
Everything is possible for Silva Saarinen.
For sure. A nice wide sidearm here from Anneli, and it's a good skip too, so she should be in prime position.
Hit the ceiling, but I don't think it hurt her that much, though.
I'll turnover also from Jenny, but this a little bit in danger of cut rolling. Seems like it didn't, so that should be okay right in the middle of the fairway.
Nothing is slowing down Kairi Alsalo right now. She seemed to have the best shot from the tee there.
Yeah, that was great.
Jenny first, got pushed down for the second hole in a row, but she could still get a great shot here and potentially get a birdie even from this position.
It's pretty far, but yeah, that would be great. I feel like that turnover line kind of is more of a play for par, like because you don't get so much distance on the first shot. But yeah, I mean, if you have an amazing second shot, it could be possible. Look at this. Okay, a little short. Looked like it was heading to the green, but right in the center fairway, and it should be pretty easy up and down for the par at least.
2 controlled and safe shots. Now it's 8 strokes up to Kaidi. I wonder if the way she's playing, do they even think about catching her? I'm starting to doubt it. I think they are now battling for second place.
Yeah, I think they got their, they're probably going to be realistic and just try to fight for those second and third place positions, get on the podium, get some extra cash, and get those valuable tour points for the European Pro Tour. Overall points.
Yeah, they would have needed a slower start from Kaidi and a harder start from themselves to be able to catch her. And we don't see a slow start from Kaidi at all. Only 1 under par so far and 2 controlled shots here from on hole 4. She's in par town there. Silva got really far.
Wow.
Really far.
That was really impressive. That's about as good as you can do with the turnover line, I think. Because she really did test that ceiling, and that allowed it to carry up there.
And this is also looking amazing.
Wow.
She's on
Just
the green
outside.
almost, yeah?
Just outside circle 1.
With 2 very easy looking shots.
Smooth.
I think the whole disc golf world has really understood what kind of player Silva Saarinen is this year. Going over to US for the first time and had some really hot rounds and great finishes. She has gained a lot of respect after that trip, and now coming back to Europe and fighting for podium finishes here.
Yeah, she definitely made her mark over there. Very impressive first time on tour in the States, and she's definitely, of course, Disc Golf Stream viewers are very familiar with the season she had last year. It was amazing. Getting a couple wins at the end and just really ascending quickly from being, in the 800 ratings to being well up in the 900 plus and fighting for the wins week in, week out, and then providing amazing highlights every time we see her.
Every time, but steadily getting better and better and more consistent also.
Yeah.
So the improvement is really showing on Silva Saarinen. Has done great job also during the off season, and just like most of the players, it feels like the off season training has really worked out for many of the top players. Here is Kaidi, current leader, and she's not making any mistakes.
Nice and safe. That's all she needs. Just keep it clean.
No one is gaining 8 strokes if she's avoiding mistakes like this.
Yeah.
That's just not. I can't see it.
No, she's just going to walk it in. Just play it safe and avoid making those unforced errors. And at this point, she's the only one who can take her stuff out of it. And it looks like she's got absolutely no intention of doing that. Nice up shot there from Anneli. Yeah, again, if you're just joining us, please share the link on social media and in any way you can with the people you know or your followers and everything. We really want to share this with as many people as possible, and I'm sure they'll enjoy this high-quality action from beautiful Copenhagen, sunny Sunday final round.
And I think this is also the only live stream disc golf that you will find this weekend. So,
oh yeah, another highlight from Silva. C2 for birdie. fantastic putt there and really played the hole kind of unconventionally, but perfectly in her own way.
She is the best putter in the world right now. She has the highest percentage so far this season, and
Yeah, the pace on that was
I
just
like it so
good.
much.
Right on the mark, landing soft in the chains. Just beautiful style.
Jenny doesn't look as comfortable. I think we might see some nerves from Jenny right now.
Yeah.
She doesn't look
No,
so comfortable.
She hasn't found it yet today. She missed that really short putt on one, and then she's had some release point issues with her throws. And yeah, missed that putt as well. Hopefully she can find her groove soon, but it's looking like it's going to be too late if she doesn't get it going real soon.
And Kaidi is doing what she has done all weekend, just playing smart and playing safe, playing the high percentage game. And is the only player together with Silva right now under par. And also Tinja Väisänen just got a birdie on hole 5.
Can't wait to see a highlight slow motion replay of Silva's putt here.
Of course, we're getting it. Look how well balanced she is.
Yeah, so athletic. Such great focus there. Eyeing down her spot and just landing it perfectly. Just hanging there in the chains. Can't do it any better than that. Of course, close-up time, powered by U-Disc, Valbu Park and the
World's
center.
most popular course with 41,000 U-Disc rounds in 2022. That's quite a few, right?
Yeah, very popular place. Beautiful, right in the center of Copenhagen. Rated highly on U-Disc. In this layout, it's a par 64 with 2,500 meters. And yeah, some must-get birdies out there, but even those ones have teeth. And hole 18 is a huge score separator. Double island hole, 300+ meters.
It's not over until it's over. Hole 18, that's where what it's all going to come down to. And yeah, a lot of tight gaps, a lot of long holes, a lot of short holes. This course really does have everything.
Yeah, so many shot shapes required. And just a really fun place to play disc golf. Big thanks to U-Disc for that course close-up and for everything they do to help grow the sport of disc golf and to make our job easier here with all the statistics. And look at that clean turnover from Elina Rudberg. It fades back out at the end.
On hole 6, she's
Park
right
job.
there. Elina Rudberg is on fire today.
Beautiful shot there.
She got the birdie on hole 5. She's going to get it on hole 6. She's going to
Nice.
climb with that one. No, maybe not. There's a gap between her and Jenny Karppinen, but she's definitely making a statement and
Yeah, 2 birdies in a row.
gaining a lot of confidence with that kind of throwing.
It was such a perfect drive there. The way she kind of just put that on the right angle and it flexed back at the end, landed soft right under the basket. Textbook. Amanda, need to stay off this. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great
looking
as
great.
well. If it can slide up. Another Swedish park job.
The Swedes are in control of these lines.
2 really beautiful turnover lines there from Elina and Amanda, respectively.
Anneli on hole 5. Heights ring out just a little bit too much, but it's quite okay. She has 15 meters to the basket. Most likely a par from her then. Jenny Karppinen, now time to get your game going with an MX3 in her hand. Going quite straight at it.
This looks
93
good.
meters.
If it can get a little slide.
Almost up there.
Yeah. Inside the circle. 8 or 9 meters putt.
Get to see Kaidi, who had the box coming in here.
She almost aced it yesterday. This one's a little low, but it's able to slide up there near that bench. Circle 2.
Yeah, it was actually Silva Saarinen who had the box, but we didn't get the camera on her there. I want to hear from René. Yesterday we saw some smoke on the course and we also heard some sirens. Was it because of all the hot rounds going on, or what was actually going on yesterday there in the park?
Well, you would think so, but I don't really know. There is always a fire somewhere here in Copenhagen. But of course, we had some hot rounds here as well, and maybe the fire trucks are standing by today.
So no grill barbecue going on.
would be a lovely day for a barbecue in the park, that's for sure.
Sadly, no. I was looking for it, but you sent me on a goose chase.
Sorry for that. I'm sure you can find something today if you continue that hunt. Tinja just missing her birdie putt, a little bit low. Heidi next up for her from 9 meters. Airballing it. That was a surprise and a lucky for her. There is a fallen tree that she was able to hit and stay within 5 meters.
Yeah, that'll make the comebacker less stressful. Here's Jenny.
On hole 5.
Yes.
Just inside the circle. Doesn't seem to be Jenny's day today.
No. Here's Silva for birdie. She's looking to string together 2 in a row and try to put a little bit of pressure on Kaidi. Oh, but it's high. It skipped out the top, and that could be OB.
That's a surprising miss from her. She looked so good yesterday with on the last hole with her putting, but this, I think it went out of bounds.
It definitely
Yeah,
did.
there it is.
Yeah, it skipped off the top, and not sure if it wasn't the wind, if it was the wind reaction she wasn't expecting, or just a misrelease. But yeah, we usually see her so dialed on the green that is quite a surprise.
And with that, Kaidi can just play for par and still gain stroke.
Yeah, big moment there.
Boom.
Kind of a unforced error from Silva.
No one is really putting pressure on her. It's smooth sailing for Kaidi Alsalo right now.
Seems to be Kaidi's event right from the start this whole way. She's really earned her spot at the top and just kind of slowly extending that lead further and further as we go. She's going to be up, well, I guess still 8 strokes, but now Annalie will be in solo second. Or wait, no, sorry.
Yeah, it's 8 strokes.
Still 8 strokes, tied for second.
Yeah, Silva got one on Kaidi on the previous hole, so it was 7 for a short while
That's
there.
right, that's right, yeah.
Here we see the leaderboard and we see the scorecards. Look at Jenny Karpinen there. We have been so surprised to see solid and clean starts for Jenny.
Yeah, kind of the opposite of what she had going the first 2 rounds, where she was just playing really hot. And
yeah, we expected something different. Instead, Anneli Togias managed to clean so far.
bogey free, yeah.
Yeah? That's a different story than yesterday's round for her. She was struggling a lot and showed some frustration, but now she's in control. Hot scores here also on the chase card, and that's what we expected.
A lot of birdies, yeah. You can tell they're hunting there. They're trying to do everything they can, jockeying for position. Even if that win is looking further and further out of reach with Kaidi's performance, they're
Second place, though.
they're definitely
totally
eyeballing
within
that
reach.
podium. Yeah, for sure.
And the battle between the Swedish players still continues. Elina Rydberg now in the driver's seat, 1 ahead of Amanda and Sophie.
See if she can pipe this gap and get herself 3 in a row.
Is that the
It
pop?
looks so good.
That's an Elina popcorn.
Checks up, yes. A little bit long on the slide, but she's right inside the circle for a turkey.
Just hitting that line feels good, and I don't think she cares that she's a few strokes behind the basket.
That was such a clean shot. This is a tough gap to hit. Short hole, but super tight.
This is also looking good. Maybe a little bit left, sorry.
Yeah, if it could have drifted a little more, but it was a late hit, so the scramble will be a little easier. She should get the par.
I love this camera angle.
Yeah, this would be such a cool catch cam ace. Just watch the disc straight as an arrow the whole way.
Ooh, Tinja got lucky there that it...
Good second kick for sure.
Yeah.
Haiti almost aced this yesterday. Let's see if she can dial it in and stick it in the heart today.
It's a popcorn.
Really nice straight putter. That's looking great.
We had some fun with that putter at the Friba Fiesta earlier this year, and Haiti is having fun with it on the course right now.
Yeah, nicely done. Pipe job right down the middle.
Here's the Kaidi Alsalo on hole 7. This is looking
Six, yeah.
looking great.
Yeah.
In the circle again. She just cannot hit anything else than baskets at the moment.
Nice one off the tee there. Pin high, just inside the circle. Annalie looking for her first birdie of the day.
Might come here if that continues to turn. It does not though, but
A good tree. The tree got her to finish up right on the circle's edge.
that's where she ends up on every single hole, it feels like. Always has that 9-10 meter putt.
She's got a clean look at it. Jenny needs to get this one, get her round moving in the right direction, and just doesn't
not
keep the
it.
turn enough, but yeah, maybe just outside circle 2. Big shout out to Flying Plate Company. You see there the caddy vest looking good. They provided those for the whole season of the European Pro Tour.
This is a great shot from Silva Saarinen.
Oh, yeah.
Sliding up almost into the bullseye. That's a 4-meter putt for her. Great.
Great bounce back after some struggles on the green there on the last hole, but another highlight for Silva, putting that one real close. For sure birdie.
Let's have a quick look at the win probability, but first look at Tinja Väisänen putting on hole 7. Can tell you that it's not going down for Kaidi Alsalu at least.
No, and it's
It's not going to.
not going to. She keeps marching forward the way she is, keeping it so clean. I don't see any threats or risk of her.
It's right now at 98%,
Yeah, that's about right.
and I couldn't agree anymore on that. It's just can't see anyone chasing her down right now. She needs to break a leg or something for the others to. Even with that, I think she could throw sitting down and still take down the win right now.
Find a wheelchair and still finish it out. No, we're hoping no injuries for any of the players, but yeah, she's in firm control of this, and really it's becoming less and less stressful as she goes. That even she has more and more room to, so many strokes to play with by the end of this. That I just
There's
really happy and excited for her to come out and play so strong at the start of the season.
almost feels like we have another Estonian here in the lead, Kristin Tattar. This is really the same kind of games control that we see from the world number 1.
Yeah,
Also from Estonia, and most likely a big inspiration for Kaidi Alsalu.
fantastic role model. Yeah, from her home nation, world champion, number 1 player in the world. Incredible skills and just fantastic style, great mental game, and really perfect etiquette, sportsmanship, the whole package.
Jenny, when are you gonna get your round going? Not on hole 6 at least. There is some serious struggling going on for Jenny Karppinen. Her mental game is not really on point at the moment, but she's not giving up on it.
Yeah, just a bit out of sorts here today. Final round. Put together 2 really good rounds to get herself into second position. Final day, but seems to be feeling some nerves, and maybe her confidence is now shaken. Great birdie there from Kaidi.
Kaidi cans another one. Now 2 under par. No one is even close to match that.
She's doing it, isn't she?
This is world class. This is pure entertainment and a pleasure to watch. I'm so impressed that she's not showing any kind of emotion, and especially not any kind of nerves.
Yeah.
She has it in such a firm grip now.
So impressive what she's done this whole weekend. Good comebacker there for Jenny. Hopefully that can help her confidence. Elina, unfortunately, chained out for her birdie. I think Haiti got hers.
Haiti
Haiti
did get a par.
Haiti missed it as well.
Yeah.
Dang. They had such clean drives.
And a lot of pars also for Anneli Togias-Manister, as you saw there. That's the only result she has in her scorecard today. Only pars for her.
So far, so par. Annalie, and
Silva Saarinen, another birdie for her.
great bounce back birdie.
Kaidi, unstoppable. unstoppable. The only thing that disc is hitting is the basket, and let's see what she can do on hole 7, where we are now heading. The shortest hole on the course, but also the tightest hole on the course.
For sure. The pinball hole, as they call it, super thick on both sides. There's only one way to attack it. It's just straight as an arrow, pure the gap, no other options. And if you kick early, scramble mode, and it can be tough. Yeah, really nice one. Hoping to see an ace here.
If she hits this gap, she could almost just go home and doesn't need to do anything more. She almost hits it.
Okay.
That could be trouble for her.
It's not going to be an easy scramble. It kicked pretty far left.
Rene, did you see how far that kicked? From Kaidi?
Well, she might be like 6 or 7 meters off the fairway to the left behind the tree.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough scramble like we thought. Silva early kick way right side. She's also going to have some serious work to do. She seems in disbelief.
Looking shocked.
Yeah, she
Can't understand.
She missed
Didn't
the
hit the
gap.
gap.
Yeah, she's confused. It doesn't happen very often.
That's my look when I hit the gap. What?
That's the difference. Yeah.
What?
Oh, but still, one of the most accurate players in the game. We've
Yeah.
seen her thread so many needles in tight gaps in the forest throughout Finland and everywhere.
Jenny now. Nothing is working right now for Jenny.
Here's a chance to get a sweet highlight, though, if she can just pipe this gap.
Maybe an ace could kickstart her, but no.
Sneaks through, though.
Got lucky there that it.
circles edge. Didn't hit anything.
But
Kinda
you can
found-
see it in her swing now also. She doesn't trust in it.
Yeah,
It's-
there's not that conviction.
No. She's not believing in herself, and that's something you really need to do, and especially on a tight hole like this. But she got lucky. She has a look for a birdie, even though she didn't really hit the gap perfect. And Anneli is going to have some work to do to get another par there. I wonder if her par streak might be finished right now on hole 7.
It's not going to be easy up and down,
No.
that's for sure. Here's Silva.
She's going wild.
Yeah, she got up into circle 1.
Somehow she
Pretty good.
can always repair her mistakes. Seeing a comment from Ben here in the YouTube live chat, and he's saying that these two Swedes are going to be good, and I can only imagine that he's talking about Elina Rydberg and Amanda Lennartsson, and I can tell you that they are already quite good, but I think that they are still improving.
Yeah, they're working hard and they're gaining valuable experience on tour, so good observation. But they are definitely have a lot of potential and they're on the way up. But they're already good, as you can see, nailing these highlight birdies and having a lot of fun doing it.
They both have been a part of the Finnish-Swedish off-season program, where they have been working hard in the gym and with their mental game, and
Oh, wow, what a scramble from Kaidi there.
like it.
That was a sweet
I like it.
got there. So nice touch. Very difficult.
And
I
that seems
shot
to
that
be a
for
neutral putter also, that she was throwing forehand like that, and that's not easy.
Yeah, that's a great skill to have. She made it look easy, but it's definitely not, especially from where she was. But yeah, we're happy to have people from all over the world out there in the chat. Make sure you share the link and tell everybody you know to come join along and enjoy the show and participate in the live chat too. It can be a lot of fun there with the community.
Anneli's par streak is coming to an end here. It's gonna be a comeback putt for bogey. But yeah, we would love to hear your predictions. Who do you think will share the podium with Kaidi Alsalo? Please write in the live chat on YouTube and let us know who you believe in the most.
It's quite a battle, isn't it, for second? There's a ton of people that could still fight their way into that spot. Great putt from Jenny. That's what we wanted to see.
That's
nice
something
highlight
different.
birdie, and that's going to jumpstart her round and get her moving in the right direction. You can see the sense of relief to finally get a good shot in there after a lot of struggles early.
Yeah, she's not happy yet, and she shouldn't be, but that was definitely what she needed.
It's exactly what she needed to get going. Silva just a little low now. Her putting seems to be a bit shaky here and there. She's nailed some great ones, but then she's missed some that she's usually, you know, almost just about a guarantee for her. So not sure what's happening with her, but that's going to be an unfortunate bogey from Silva. But that makes that race for second and third even more interesting.
Yeah, it's so tight. So many players within reach, and I don't dare to guess.
I think there's
a bogey for Anneli there, first of the day. Still a good round, only 1 over par. Silva now also 1 over par with that bogey. No, she's at even par, sorry. Solo second now, and Heidi right now tied for third with Anneli Togias-Mäniste. Heidi Laine. So we have 2 Estonians and 2 Finns in the top 4.
Yeah, and here's a nice replay highlight from that circle's edge birdie putt from Jenny. Right on the mark. Nicely done. Very confident stroke. But yeah, I'm counting about 8, maybe 9 players that could potentially reach the podium still. So it's going to be a very exciting battle here for second place. I think Kaidi has shown that she is not going to relinquish that top spot, and this is hers for the taking.
Hole 8 then, 156 meters. First part of the hole, or maybe first 2/3 of the hole, very wooded. Turning to the right, a lot of trees. You just need to find a gap and then approach on this open final third of the hole. That's the easy part. But just to find the gap, get in position to approach the basket, that's the key to success here on hole 8.
Yeah, short par 4, but it's pretty tight. Averaging 4.63 today, which puts it right in the middle as far as difficulty goes, and just 1 birdie. Kairi Teku from Estonia. She parked it.
Yeah, okay, Kaidi Alsalo. This is a different level than what we have seen from her before, and I wonder what it is that she really has improved on, because she seems so solid all the way, so we can't really pick out one specific thing that she has gotten better at or is now in control of that she wasn't before. So it's more of a
everything, isn't it? Yeah. All around game.
She's good at avoiding mistakes and good at staying on the fairways. That's as specific that I can be. What would you say?
Yeah, ton of fun to watch. She's doing great. Just I think coming out ready for a big breakout year. You know, she's got a new sponsor. She's got her sights set on some big events here in Europe, and yeah, just a very well-rounded player. All, you know, in every way. She doesn't do anything too flashy, but everything that she does do is really technically sound and very smooth.
Couldn't agree with you more. Slight hold up here on the tee pad. Elina Rydberg on this hole that we just had a look at, and she hasn't found her way out yet. And she will not after 2 throws. This is going to be
just a little too high on that one.
Quite a difficult par to get. Was that a third or second?
That was her second, so.
That was her second, so par is still within reach.
She can still scramble for par, but it's going to take a really nice up shot. She's going to have to hit that gap and control the disc all the way up to the basket. Pina here. She seemed surprised to take it so wide, but it worked out. She's
Misreleased that a bit, but she found the gap anyway. And
a big, beautiful smile, and yeah, nice shot there. Not exactly what she expected, but happy to see a good result and that it fought all the way through the woods, and she's going to be out in the Open. Not quite up to the basket, but pretty easy up and down at least. If she wants to give it a chance, there's a bit of a backstop.
I want to hear from René. Now there are some backups and the players need to wait on the tee pad. Do you see any kind of reactions? How are they handling this situation?
Well, right now, some of them are sitting down. They're just talking amongst themselves. I think maybe they're just trying to pass the time. It seems like we are going to have a lot of backup for this round, unfortunately.
Ooh, nice forehand through the gap from Elina. Didn't quite see it finish, but it looked like it was tracking right all the way. That was a really good
clean,
shot.
Looking very, very clean. I think she might save her par.
She'll definitely have a good chance to. That was a really good upshot. But yeah, it's nice that it's at least a sunny, warm day and more comfortable conditions that even if there is backups, at least they can soak up some sun and maybe enjoy the park vibes on a nice Sunday.
But I don't think that that's what they are thinking about right now, especially if you're trying to hunt down a leader or at least get up on the podium. I'm thinking that it's more time to start to get your nervous feeling going.
Yeah. Can be, I guess. It's all a matter of perspective and point of view.
And if you watched Waco this year, the FPO division, I think we saw just that from Ella Hansen, who was in the lead up until the final hole. And then there was a backup. She needed to sit down and wait a little bit. And I think that her nerves...
too much time to think about it. Yeah.
Way too much time. And then she just grip locked it there and lost it to Christine Tatar. Backups could be very treacherous.
Here's Jenny on the tee, hole 8. Earned herself box honors after a great birdie there. A nice looking turn
like
over
this.
here. Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Great ground play. That's a really good shot. She's going to be in pretty much prime position here to try to attack for birdie.
All of a sudden, she looks like a different player completely. She has found her confidence again. That was a nice swing from the Finn.
Yeah, great to see the nerves have finally settled for Jenny Karpinen here. She still has a chance to battle for that podium. Kaidi, pretty good shot. Doesn't get quite as much distance, but decent position.
Still clean, doesn't hit anything.
Silva. Heavy Anheuser. Catches one of the last trees to beat on the main gap there.
Difficult to get a birdie from that position, right?
Yeah. Pretty long ways to get all the way up to the basket. If she can do something special, maybe she'll have a long look at it, but I'm looking more like a par. I like the angle on this one if it can beat that tree. No, it was a little too wide.
Heidi Laine already up to 3rd place. This is for par. Or was that her bogey? Sorry, birdie putt.
Oh, it was a short miss.
That was her par putt, so she's gonna come back for a bogey. Elina saves her par with a very good approach. Amanda Lennartsson also gets a par. She's now at the bottom of those 3 Swedes, but they are still right next to each other on the lead card. Here's Tinja Väisänen. What did we miss? A highlight.
We missed a great putt. That was deep in circle 2.
Yeah,
that was for birdie, right? Because she kind of
it was for birdie.
She snuck up through on her upshot.
After missing her line and still able to find a gap.
And she just nailed like a 18-meter putt or something like that?
At least.
Let's check what UDisc is calling it.
60 feet.
60 feet, yeah, 18 plus. Nice one. That was a huge highlight putt. It was right in the center, wasn't it?
And she's now right up there, tied for 3rd place. This is tight. This is exciting.
Yeah, we got some really good battle going on for the podium. We've had a ton of awesome highlights already.
I'm in such a good mood right now. It's
a good feeling here in the booth, isn't it?
even though we have such a big lead for Kaidi Alsalo, we have so much excitement.
Yeah, there's so much to play for still. Even if we have a almost certain winner, we have so much still to play for from so many players that it's really incredibly exciting and interesting still.
Silva Saarinen currently 2nd place, struggles on this hole. Still not out in the open after 2 shots. Can still save a par, but has still a lot of work to do. And Kaidi doesn't need anything else than pars. This is her 2nd from a slightly off position, but really not anything bad. Many gaps to choose from. She finds her way all the way out and has a look at a birdie suddenly.
Nice one.
I can't find words. It's just impressive.
It's a beautiful thing. Live disc golf in Europe.
We did mention her before this event, but we never thought that she would be
I did pick her.
playing. Yeah, you
did
did.
pick her. I
Did you believe that she would be in a how much is it? 9-stroke lead?
No way. I don't
Yeah?
think anybody could have predicted that. I mean, you would have had to have had some kind of looking glass magic ball to
And
see,
even if it had said it, I wouldn't have believed it.
No, but I had a good feeling about her. It seemed like she was like really focused on making big improvements this season, and with the new sponsor Prodigy doing so much to support all these players and their dreams of being professionals and of making a living out of this beautiful game they love so much. So I think she's just happy to have an opportunity like that, and she's really focused on making a great career out of this game.
That's exactly what she is doing right now. I couldn't agree with you anymore.
Yeah, I to be honest, I didn't actually know that much about her really. I think we haven't seen her a ton on coverage. Just that one event.
Tali last year,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
she was
exactly.
also right behind at the Estonian Open. Never got up on the camera, but
Definitely aware
I
of
think she
her.
finished on the podium there anyway, from the chase card. Am I wrong?
I think was it 4th?
Well,
No, well, let's check because
yeah.
I think it was 4th place.
Trying to find it now, but my computer isn't really responding as it should. Estonian Open last year, she finished 5th.
5th place. So
Yeah.
top 5. She was top 5 at 2 of the European Pro Tour events, if I'm right. Or on Disc Golf Stream. Yeah, it was Helsinki, the Prodigy Disc Pro Tour. But she did really well over in the States as well when she
Top
went
10 twice and top 40 in at the US Women's Disc Golf Championship.
Yeah, really good. And she cashed it at most of the events that she played last year. So that's always a good sign if you're able to kind of do well enough to get some payout consistently.
Jenni Karppinen, we had high hopes on you, but
I'm not counting her out yet. Okay, for the win, but I still think she's gonna fight for that podium position. She had such a slow start, but now she can accept and understand that the win is out of reach, but she still has a lot to play for. Giving that one a pretty good bid, but
looking much better now than a few holes back.
yeah, it's good to see the nerves kind of subside and we get to see a little bit more of her class as a player and competitor. She have a par luck with. Yeah, she'll be putting for par from inside the circle, so steady goes it now.
Weird position for Kaidi. Wasn't able to really attack, so par.
Doesn't need to, though.
Par is all she needs. That's what she's going to get here also.
Yeah, she's 2 down for the round.
But just to be able to get that far up from that far back on the fairway that she was from her tee shot, I'm still impressed.
A couple notable things a little bit lower down on the UDisc stats. Olivia Chinstead put in a turkey. 3 birdies in a row, 5, 6, and 7. And also Rachel Turton is under par for the day. She's 1 under.
Is Rachel, could she
She's in the
actually
top 10.
reach the podium?
That's when I said 8 or 9 players. I was counting her as the 9th player that I normally wouldn't think that a player would have a chance in the position she's in, but we just know how high quality of a player she is, that if she is able...
If it would have been someone else at that score,
Yeah,
maybe you
exactly.
wouldn't have counted her.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm still not counting her out for that potentially 3rd place position. Definitely top 5 is possible if she can just stay strong, and she's going to need birdies, though. She needs to score. It's not enough to stay clean now at this point in the game for her. She really needs to collect as many birdies as she can.
Only 9 holes to go for her, and we are now on hole 9.
Yeah,
Our partner NBDG, National Born Disc Golfer, and this is a nice one. We almost saw Otto Mäkinen yesterday throw it in.
Yeah, that was the purest line on this hole. You could identify it right away out of the hand that's exactly what needs to be done to get there. We hadn't seen anybody challenge the basket at all before that, so it was really cool to see the line. And yeah, it's 111 meters. Seems like it plays a little longer. Very low ceiling at the end of the shot. Averaging 3.46 here for the FPO field. 13th most difficult, so quite a lot of pars and quite a few bogeys as well.
I think we're going to see quite a few pars. It does prove extremely difficult to reach Circle 1, not only for the FPO players, but also for MPO. It's such a weird line that you need to find, and you cannot be off even slightest on your angle.
Yeah, it's very specific, and it needs to be quite low at the end of it just to get up into the green. Those branches on what I think are beech trees are just quite low at the very end of it.
Jenny on the box. Jenny Karppinen struggles. At the beginning of the round, starting to look better and better.
Yeah, top of the box. Tied for 5th. Only a stroke or 2 off the pace for that podium position.
I like this shot. I wonder if it has power enough to get all the way up. It actually finds her way.
Oh my goodness. What a great drive.
Jenny Karppinen has added quite a bit of distance during the off-season, I think. That was like a 70% max or something.
I think that's the second best shot we've seen from anybody. MPO, FPO. Just that ace run was the only one that's been any closer than that, right?
As soon as we start talking about how difficult this hole is, the player just steps up and improves and finds that quite easily.
That was a great rip from Jenny, yeah.
Kaidi is playing conservative. She knows that she doesn't need anything else than a par, and she's not going for anything more than that.
Yeah, nice and safe. That's all she needs.
Silva trying to do the same thing as Jenny, but
it's fading a little bit much, but
would have needed
good power.
A bit more turn. Look at Silva also getting a lot of distance. 100 easy meters there, right outside the circle.
Yeah, she'll have a circle to look for the birdie. We know she's running it.
Here's another powerful player, Anneli Togias-Männistö, the second Estonian on this lead card.
That was smooth. If it could just... No, yeah, just a little too inside with those 2 trees.
Still able to save a par from there, but nah. That... if yesterday it was the putting that didn't work for her, today she is not really hitting the lines from the tee.
Here's a nice replay of Jenny's sweet drive. Perfect angle, great speed. Gets a nice finish. Is that the new feedback?
I think that's the feedback she's throwing, the new disc from Prodigy.
Cool to see it fly. That's so fresh disc. I think they just released it this weekend.
Limited batch there at the Copenhagen Open. So
yeah, if you were lucky enough to get your hands on one, congratulations. And looks like it's quite a laser beam kind of
9-speed or something like that. Yeah,
something in between fairway and distance driver there. Fast fairway or a little bit slower distance driver, you could call it, I guess. And I like what I've seen from it, though. That was a good move. She had just a touch of Anheuser, and it kind of kept it, and then finished nicely. Big skip there in the end. That's Kevin Jones collaboration with Prodigy. He's had a few really nice discs released with those kind of music-themed names.
DJ themed, yeah.
Names. Of course, the Reverb, that really overstable distance driver, the very popular Distortion, the overstable approach disc.
Anneli would maybe have needed that, or at least a better approach. Not good at all.
Yeah, deep in the woods. Probably inside the circle, but most likely not with a good look at it.
Do we have any observations from René right now? Is anything exciting going on there that we have missed here from the studio?
Not really. You saw the perfect drive inside the circle from the first player here. Should be an easy bird.
Yeah. Looks so lovely there in the park. Everything's really popping off as far as vegetation goes. Early summer in Copenhagen.
I think we just saw that Distortion from Kaidi's hand, and it's right there. It's going to be an easy par for her, and as we have said many times, that's all she needs. And even though she's playing conservative, she's still having the hot round right now. Only 2 under par. That's impressive. Being able to do that when just playing to stay in the lead.
Yeah. So in control. So clean with everything. Haven't seen any mistakes. Trying to drop that one in from...
And the best putter in the world this season, Silva Saarinen, but she is not the best putter today, I would say. Lots of misses. That was a long run, of course, but...
Yeah, a few uncharacteristic misses from shorter distance. Those a couple highlights too, but the longer range, they're close, but not quite in. Jenny disappointed not to be rewarded for that really great drive. Just kind of didn't get enough extension on that putt. Maybe a little shy.
Yeah, her reaction and the confidence isn't really there. Even though she's looking better and better, but it's clear that she's not having her day yet.
Yeah, definitely battling with some of the mental games and maybe some negative thoughts. Something's just kind of getting in the way from her playing her best at this point. Let's hope she can. But she's still providing great highlights and doing great stuff. So, and she's still in the equation. She's still right in the race there for the top, second or third position. So let's see if she can just kind of stay strong and find a bit of comfort.
We are heading to commercials, have a look at our partners, and then come back with us on hole 10.
A round of disc golf can be long, and if you're playing in a tournament, it can feel like a marathon. This can leave you physically and mentally fatigued by the end when your shots matter most. With space for your discs, water, and even a place to sit, a cart enables you to bring what you need, helping you feel more prepared and energized without carrying the extra weight. This can help you maintain your edge and save you strokes through every round.
This is Latitude 64. We handle the smallest of grains with the greatest of passion. Always trying to improve, trying to be better, out of curiosity, excitement, out of thrill, for the player, for the game. Because we want to make disc golf awesome for you.
The players that I've spoke to, they love the durability of it, the grip, the feel of it alone is head and shoulders above the rest of the plastic. Not just in our lineup, but across the board, in my opinion.
It's kind of unique, actually. I can definitely feel my first instinct is like, wow, that's something like I've never felt before.
Something with the Supreme plastic and the Next Feel technology is it's different. This disc isn't going to be as hard, it's going to feel good, and you're going to love throwing it.
What is going on? Holy cow, eagle!
Niklas!
What just happened?
Katie. carp. It's looking really good. Going in.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Within even 30 meters.
It's giving it a chance.
Get it! He did it! What a highlight putt!
Another little showmanship. So cool.
Thank you for that.
My first impression of Discraft, they were reliable. The plastic had a nice feeling. It was very durable. It seemed that when they were producing discs, they came out more the same. For me, it's just good plastic. This relationship is definitely something that I can build on.
Meet Pure, the most modern disc golf bag in the universe. Join the Pure family today. Pre-sale at puredisc.net.
Welcome back to Disc Golf Stream's coverage of Copenhagen Open 2023. Second season with European Pro Tour. Reigning champion Rachel Turton here in Copenhagen. But we will have a new champion this year, and most likely it's going to be Kaidi Alsalo, who you see at the top right there. Leading with 9 strokes, with 9 holes to go. Can you see any way that she's not going to be the champion?
No, I think it's just a formality at this point. It's just about a certainty that Kaidi Alsalo will be the champion, but we have a really exciting battle taking place for the second and third place positions on that podium, and all the way down the top 10 for cash payout and valuable European Pro Tour points.
Right now, Silva Saarinen and Tinja Väisänen in solo second and third. But yeah, lots of things can happen. Here's Elina Rydberg, one of the contenders for that podium finish, with her second throw on difficult hole 10. There's a lot of backup right now on this hole, and it's not a surprise because it is quite difficult. Elina not getting anything there, and
she's going to have a hard time making the Mando now.
Yeah, there's only one option now, and that's a pitch out, which means that most likely a bogey for her at best. She just did get a bogey on hole 9 also, so it's... she's
going to have to confirm with the card.
Did she actually miss the Mando even? I thought it was a little bit further up.
She's heading to the drop zone, it looks like. Or
yep, she did miss the Mando. It crawled over that line.
Yeah, unfortunate penalty stroke there. She was in a tough spot and she tried to get creative with the forehand roller, but it just looked like it hit some kind of a root or stump or something and curled to the right side, just missing that Mando, unfortunately. So there you see the drop zone box. And
just not the fairway you want to be. You want to need to throw a roller on, because even though it's somewhat flat, but so many trees and so many stumps and things that you maybe not even take into consideration when you're lining up your throw. Can she reach the circle from this distance with her popcorn?
It's not going to be easy, but it'll go a long way if she's able to. No, early kick, but it punches out into the open at least, so she's probably going to be able to get up and down for the double bogey. But yeah, unfortunate hurdle here on hole 10 for Elina Rydberg.
Yeah, and especially when Sofie Björlycke is on hole 11 putting for birdie from circle 2.
Okay, the Swedish battle
is still
on.
It's on fire. All those 3 players. They have been next to each other for 2 rounds soon on the leaderboard. And yesterday they played on the same card. Even though they are split up today, they still want to stay close together. I don't think they want to, but they can't seem to separate from each other.
Yeah, all grouped together, looking for bragging rights to be the top Swede here, and first event of the European Pro Tour.
out of these Swedes, we clearly had highest hopes for Sofie Björlycke. Not only because she's a 5-time Swedish champion, but she also took down the first Swedish Pro Tour title last week.
Yeah, and she's also one of the highest rated players in the field, so
that too. But she is clearly the most experienced out of the Swedes and has the highest rating.
Here we see Tinja Väisänen trying to find a comfortable stance, and not easy to do. This is a very thickly wooded hole. A short par 4, but can be difficult. Yeah, if you're not clean off the tee, or even if you just get a little bit unlucky to end up in a tough spot like this. She's going to opt for the forehand roller, it looks like.
Andy, you have played this hole, and from the tee, do you see clear lines, or do you just need to know where those gaps are and play where you think you might have an opening?
You can see the line. Maybe one main kind of gap. There are some other kind of ways to get sneaky, but yeah, there is a very, very clear line, and it is fair. It's very tight, and there are options. The locals were showing different ways to kind of attack it, and yeah, I think the power forehand is sort of the way to get the furthest distance, and I think that's the way that I imagine that's the way that Puru Jotsen got to 15 meters and made an eagle putt yesterday, in part of his wild start to the round where he was 12 down through 12. But yeah, if you're a mainly backhand player, you just have to throw straight. You can't really try to get that kind of left to right finish like the forehand kind of wants to put you out in the open, because you just risk too much missing the mando or kicking something and just kind of ended up in a terrible spot. So if you want to just peer the gap backhand, it's a straight shot. Could be a mid, could be a fairway, whatever you're comfortable with. And then hopefully it'll kind of get you out into the open for a pretty easy up and down for the birdie, really, if you're able to get clean all the way, But it is so tight that it's really likely that you're going to hit something at some point, and then you just kind of have to see where you're at, and if it requires a scramble or if you're clean on a gap, good on you. Elina puts it up inside the circle, trying to save her double bogey. She would have wanted to be a little closer maybe, but
might be dropping 3 strokes in that Swedish battle now to Amanda Lennartsson. We saw her putting her approach very close to the basket in the circle. She has a birdie look. So does Heidi. Tinja is going to be putting for a par with that approach. So a lot of different scores here on hole 10. Great separation.
Seems like we have a little hitchhiker kind of a silkworm or something hanging from the camera's microphone, and he just dangling there.
Cute one. He's also watching the action, of course. He doesn't want to miss out on any of these shots. Amanda Lennartsson here. Is it just outside the circle maybe for a birdie?
Yeah.
Not just able to get it, but still a par.
Yeah, that little guy's got front row gallery seats and even 15 minutes of fame being on this live stream coverage.
Not that many silkworms are getting on camera on a disc golf stream. He's the only one.
Here we see Elina having a bit of a nightmare on this hole, but she's looking to finish strong with a 7-meter putt here.
For the double bogey. Can't really afford a triple.
No.
That would drop her down a bit too much. She can still cling on and fight back from a double, but I think that the triple would be disastrous for her. And
the putt's just a little short, so unfortunate slip up here on hole 10 for Elina. Not the way she wanted to get the back nine going, but she has played really well today so far. Her putt looked good. She's had some great throws for birdie,
but I feel like we just lost one contender for that podium finish now with that triple bogey.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Tinja definitely in that contention still right now at 3rd place. Only Silva Saarinen and Kaidi Alsalo in front of her. I think Tinja is in a really good spot right now. Heidi and Anneli and Jenny Karppinen 1 behind her. And Heidi not able to get the birdie, so she's still going to be 1 behind Tinja Väisänen.
Really surprised that she's so shaky on the green today. She's missed a lot of shorties, huh?
Yeah,
her putting
surprising.
Yeah,
it is surprising.
I feel like her putting was looking really good over there in the States, and maybe just a little bit off, or it's still adjusting from the long trip back.
She couldn't find her game here last year in Copenhagen. Doesn't seem like we have seen the best from Heidi Laine yet, and maybe this course just doesn't suit her, even though she has all the tools to be able to dissect this kind of course. But no, not yet. And she only has few holes left to play. Kaidi Alsalo here.
Okay, doesn't look like where you want to be off the tee.
She actually did hit an early tree then, so
just has to pitch back to the fairway.
Might hit a speed bump, our big leader. But if someone can afford to hit an early tree, it's Kaidi Alsalo.
That's a good look at the gap there. That's the main gap on the hole that you can see. It is
straight. A clear one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's difficult to see from the camera angles where you mostly see from the side, but yeah.
No, it's definitely a very cluttered fairway, but there is a very clear line, and it's fair. It's tight and hard, but fair. You know, if you hit it, it's very rewarding. It's an amazing feeling to peer this gap.
Were you
just
able
like
to?
It is on most of the holes, the wooded holes. I did hit it nice with the backhand flip up one of the 3 rounds, but I think the other times I was scrambling pretty heavy.
That was almost a good forehand flip up. Got quite a bit, but this is going to be the first red number in Kaidi Alsalo's scorecard today. Up there after 3, so a bogey at best for her. How are the other players doing? Silva Saarinen has been throwing once. She's just off the fairway, according to UDisc. Anneli, the same, and she is first to throw here. Yeah, we're seeing Anneli Togias-Maniste, the Estonian Discmania player, lining up a forehand, I think. Jenny Karppinen seems to have been the only one to hit the fairway.
Yeah, this one averaging 4.42 today, so 14th most difficult. 17% getting the birdie. That means 4 in the field. Silva, Heidi, Camilla Kampen, the local, and Ludi Luke Helgren, new name.
Yeah,
Swedish?
she's Norwegian.
Norwegian, okay.
And I think she's a veteran of the game. I think she has been around for quite a few years.
It sort of sounds familiar, the name, but I can't put a face to it. Yeah, Heidi, the only one to park it.
Is that yesterday's scores? I think must be, because we see Silva here.
Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I somehow got bumped over to round 1. No, I that was all off.
So Silva at least has gotten a birdie here on this hole already on day 1, but not going to be a birdie today.
My apologies. I was somehow got bumped onto the wrong day. Let's start over from for this. It's 4.5 average today. 3rd most difficult. 5% birdies. That means just 1, and it's Kotka Badova, our Slovakian representative. So good get from her. Playing a little bit tougher today than it has in the other days.
Surprising considering the wind is so much.
Yeah.
Much less wind today.
Yeah, you would expect that it would be a little bit easier to control, not just the throws, but the putts as well. So kind of surprised to see that.
Kaidi here to get up and down for a bogey.
First sign of weakness we've seen from her all day.
Yeah, and this
that's right
is almost going in, but
she gave that a really good go.
Was she really going aggressive there, or was she?
It sure looked like it.
I wonder if that was actually what she was trying to do, or if she just overpowered it a little bit by mistake.
Well, the cool thing about this hole is that massive beech tree behind the basket usually provides a backstop, but somehow she kind of just missed it left a little bit from the angle that she was at to run it. But it does kind of encourage you to sort of try to throw in for eagle or birdie if you're in position to do so, because it really is a monster tree.
Now it's going to be a difficult bogey for Kaidi. That gap is going to shrink. And maybe this is what the players from behind is just what they need to see that it's still possible. Kaidi can make mistakes.
Nice touchy turnover approach there from Silva Saarinen.
And might
Maybe that Mercy, I think.
Yeah, might actually gain a few strokes on the leader. That gap is gonna shrink.
Yeah.
It's not over until it's over, and we have seen big numbers on hole 18 also. So also with a 3-4 stroke lead on the final hole.
Here we are on hole 11. Very difficult mound green. Tinja Väisänen for birdie. Chains out, unfortunately, from very short distance.
Not the first chain out we are seeing on this basket. Just horrible. I get all sweaty just by watching these players.
This one can really wreak some havoc if you're not careful. Elina here for par after laying up. She was just outside the circle and didn't want any of it. Putting over at the OB and everything.
Showing some great balance. Getting a par after that speed bump.
Jenny Karpinen here, back on 10. Just outside the circle. Jump putt for birdie. Putting with that PA3. Very popular Prodigy mold.
And
not her best effort.
It's just off. It's just off. She doesn't believe in it, really. That's clear. We haven't mentioned Jenny Larsson today. Jenny the Swede, the one who hasn't been playing really up to her potential yet. We saw her in Spain doing some great things, but she is under par today.
Ah, fantastic. Yeah. Good round. 3 birdies, 2 bogeys.
That's one of the better scores today. One of few players who are under par. Kaidi here being one of them, but I think she will be at even par after this upcoming double bogey. Surprise, surprise.
Wow. So, yeah. Back 9. Not really what we were expecting from Kaidi here. Silva chains out, right side.
She had a chance to take 2 strokes there, but
yeah,
that was not what she was hoping for. Struggles for Silva Saarinen on the putting green today. Clear struggles. Not as big as for Jenny Karpinen, but still, Jenny able to get her par. She's still within reach for a podium finish, right behind Silva Saarinen. Anneli Togias-Maniste with another par, and Kaidi Alsalo, super surprising double bogey on hole 10 when we are heading over to hole 11, one of the shorter holes on the course, but not an easy one.
No, it's a really touchy, tricky shot. Here we are with some MPO players on the tee of hole 1. Not sure who we're seeing there, but
we see the leaderboard at least. And I want to hear from René. The wind is, of course, the biggest factor on the putting green on hole 11, and it's less wind today, but where is it coming from?
Well, it seems to be coming from the same direction as the 2 previous days. And as you said, it's slightly less, but there is a little bit of wind here that will affect the players.
So you say that the left side is still the better side of the mount to end up at?
Yeah, that's my personal preference.
Then we trust in you. Let's see what the players can do. We have seen some nasty rollaways. We have seen some chain outs. We have seen some runs. We've seen some rounds just being completely wrecked here on this hole 11.
yeah, short hole, but very entertaining one. Averaging 2.95 today. That's 14th most difficult. 10% getting the birdie. That's Rachel Turton and Maria from Iceland. A little low. Just gonna have to probably lay that up.
Yeah, that's an easy decision from that position. Anneli, 2 bogeys today, no birdies yet. Could it come here? He's gonna end up on the right side. That's not the side you want to be at. Win this wind. A little bit short also.
Silva looking to bounce back here.
If that is flexing back, it's gonna be great.
Might be a little long.
Wasn't overstable enough to really come back, but it was almost really good. Kaidi now. Can she repair that blemish on hole 10?
Nice low shot, trying to get the scoot, and she's done it perfectly.
The best of the four. She can definitely just, I wouldn't say tap in. It's still quite a bit up to that basket and in the wind, but she can, if she wants to, try to get a birdie. All those others, they can, they're just mostly likely just, sorry, I can't talk anymore.
Yeah, it's probably
most likely just gonna lay it up.
Probably layups for them.
Anneli first. I think. Looking extremely focused. And has definitely improved since yesterday. It's another more confident player today. Oh, okay, it's Jenny first. And even this layup is not easy.
Yeah, not at all.
Need to land as soft as you can. And even then it could roll away. I have no idea where that ended up, and she looks not that happy with it, so
I wonder what happened. We didn't get a good look. We were on the other side of the mound, but seems like it might have rolled a little bit away. That one stays put.
Let's hear from René. Did you see what happened to Jenny's layup there?
Sadly no, but as you could guess from the body language, maybe she did good.
Yeah. I don't think it was the best possible reaction there from Jenny Karppinen or from the disc. Silva, if someone is gonna run it, it's her. She's not scared of comebackers. She is going for it, and that
sailed it.
Is safe. Yeah, it is safe. But now it's decision time again. I have a feeling that she's gonna try to run it again.
Oh,
what
absolutely,
do you think? Yeah?
Absolutely.
I'm still thinking of that hole 18 in Estonia round 2 last year where she missed it, rolled away, and she just stepped up to it and slammed it in the chains again.
Yeah, she didn't look too upset or anything. She just
exactly what's happening now. I was almost saying, but
that one looked really good. Just somehow chained out and rolled a little bit away. Not too far anyway.
But a bogey at best.
Yeah, she just needs to get this in and move on.
Slightly easier now with the wind in her back. But Kaidi opened the door just so slightly on the previous hole. Silva would have been the main contender to take it down and somehow finds the way in the basket here on 11. Not taking advantage of that double bogey from Kaidi on the previous hole.
Nope.
And Kaidi can continue with her smooth sailing now.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything could detract her at this point. Especially with that birdie now. She's still under par. Just that one slip up on hole 10. Otherwise, she'd be bogey free. I think that was her first double of the event as well. She's taken only single bogeys, if I remember. Jenny, making sure it's in.
Kaidi actually took a double bogey on hole 12 first day, but
okay.
Yeah, so it's the second double bogey she got.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we are heading to that hole. Could maybe have some bad memories from day one.
That was a toughie. Oh no. Anneli misses a tap in.
Ah, indeed.
Oh, now she's further away.
It's
You can't really afford to do that on this hole.
not if you're fighting to stay on the or get up on the podium.
Now she has to lay it up. That's going to cost her a few strokes. In for the double bogey. Unfortunate. Hate to see it.
Lucky for Tinja Väisänen, now second place. Heidi Silvasaaren and Jenny Karppinen together with Anneli. No, not Anneli, sorry. Tied for third.
Right. This is the third card here on hole 12. We're going to be heading into a little bit of a backup.
And not the best shot there. A little bit overcooked. This fairway is turning to the left. No, sorry, to the right. From in between those two bushes that went way too straight. Is this a fourth card even? Is it second or fourth? Or third, I mean. That's the third card.
Yeah, that's the third one. Camilla Kampen and Rachel.
Sofie Björlycke and Maria Elde Kristinadottir.
Yep.
Didn't have a chance to see who it was who was throwing in on the left side there. This is at least Rachel Turton, the defending champion. Will not be able to defend her title after not so good rounds on day 1 and 2, but she's
having a great day today.
On much better pace today. So far the hot round, 2 under par.
Yep. Great to see her back to what we're used to seeing.
Up 3 spots so far.
Slowly climbing. She's still in contention for that podium.
That would be incredible if she could reach it.
Yeah. She started the day in 12th place, so.
But I mean, we're seeing so many mistakes from the players in front of her, so it could totally happen.
Yeah, just keep scoring, stay clean, never know. Maria just has to pitch out.
But that's so good.
Yeah.
She had the coolest shot we've ever seen here yesterday on this hole.
Yeah, a big towering Anheuser with the overstable disc. Got it to pan out. Huge distance.
It was the first time we saw her on coverage and basically ever yesterday on the when we had her on the lead card. And I did a little bit of research and found some clips on her throwing like almost 140 meters. She has a lot of power, and apparently that's must be one of the hardest throwers in the world. On the FPO side.
I was so impressed with her power and also just the creativity that she was displaying yesterday. She seemed to have lots of different types of shots that are, not so typical as well.
Power forehand, power backhand, touchy game as well, and
roller stuff, forehand rollers. Kind of like she sort of displayed everything that you can imagine yesterday.
But definitely also brought some nerves.
Yeah.
I think that is what ruined her round yesterday. This is a really, really good approach. That's another shot that we didn't see too much of from her yesterday. But in the tailwind, she could definitely just smash on the neutral putter there and let it fly straight.
But yeah, it was very, very impressive display of skills. I was very pleasantly surprised with her abilities. Once she finds that consistency, she's going to be competing for wins anywhere that she plays.
Yeah, of course. Like
massive skills, yeah.
When you have those kind of weapons that other people in the field don't have, it's quite clear that only a few things that you need to work on it. And if she gets those under control, watch out for the Icelandic player.
Yeah, so cool. We're discovering more superstars this year on Disc Golf Stream. Of course, last year it seemed like every week there was another exciting storyline with a player that we were unfamiliar with, and
just keeps on coming.
It's really fun to share this with the audience and kind of help expand the fan base of these players that are not so well known.
And extremely fun to see that we have a full field in the FPO this year. Last year we had 6 players in the FPO divisions. Now we have a full field, 24 players from so many different countries. I think we counted in 9 different flags.
Yeah, 9 different countries represented on the FPO side. I think it's 11 on the MPO side. Really, really diverse representation from all across Europe, and
just imagine what we will see in a few years.
It's really exciting. European disc golf is so special, and it's really blossoming.
Rachel Turton from Scotland, right where she wants to be after that approach. Should be an easy putt. And here's Camilla Kampen, the local from Denmark, a Danish player.
Yeah,
also with a good approach.
Great lefty, really fun to watch. She's got a hole named after her.
Yeah,
over there on 3.
Probably getting a statue there on.
she's
hole 3.
Yeah, had some really nice highlight birdies. How's she doing today?
No birdies so far, 5 over par.
Okay, not her best.
Dropped 4 spots, but
she's definitely got a lot of potential as well.
Top 10, easily within reach, with a great finish.
So Rachel's putt's going to be for bogey. Unfortunately, that's
not going to help her to reach the podium. She needs to be clean from here on out if she's going to have any kind of chance. And then she needs to wish for some luck also that the players in front of her are going to make some mistakes.
Yep. She's still 5 strokes. Well, after this bogey, she'll be 6 strokes behind a top 5 finish. So we'll see if she can keep chipping away and climb up a few spots. But doesn't collect. Look good. Heavy chains.
I really liked it. So straight at it. But that's going to be a triple bogey for her. After almost getting a birdie yesterday. I think, did she get a birdie or was she? I don't remember, but it was one of the best tee shots you'll ever see on this hole.
Yeah, I can't remember if she was able to capitalize on it. I don't think she did get the birdie after all, but I can have a quick look.
Bogey for Rachel Turton. Sofie Björlycke here. 2nd place at Järva last year. Big battle with Kristin Tattar. We don't get to see it, but we'll soon know if she made it or not.
Yeah, no, she didn't get that birdie.
Tinja Väisänen on the tee pad on the same hole.
Way too high on that one. It's a very low ceiling, tight little gap.
And if she wants to keep her 2nd place, she must try to avoid the low ceilings.
Nice gap hit there from Amanda. A little bit low, but you'd rather be low than high on this one. At least you get through the gap.
That's the most important thing. Yeah, and every meter distance you get is just a bonus.
Yeah. Yeah, and par is so fine on this hole that you don't have to really worry too much if you're not way up there.
He's going to
save
save
with
her
low
route.
turnover, but it cut rolls, and she's going to be a long way from the pin.
But with her power, I think that's the smartest play. Maybe not any chance for birdies or anything, but she's still going to be having more distance than the players who's playing more for position here in the main gap. I at least would like to think so, that she has some kind of good plan with it.
Similar shot to Amanda, hitting the gap clean and sliding up a little bit. Good start.
Elina Rydberg, who with that triple bogey on hole 10 is still right next to the Swedes, but 2 behind Amanda Lennartsson and 3 behind Sofie Björlycke, who made her putt for par. You didn't get to see it, but now you get to hear it at least. But yeah, they really want to stay close to each other, those 3 Swedes. Right next to each other in
still bunched together. It's interesting how that's played out this whole weekend there. Come all the way to Denmark to battle it out between the 3 of them for that top Swedish spot. Here, Tinja trying to scramble after a miss off the tee. This has a lot of anhyzer. I don't know if that's going to benefit her. It could pinch her off. Well, it worked out okay.
If that would have just been a few meters longer, she would have had a clean look, but now she's going to have to throw another anhyzer to reach the basket.
That's
totally
pretty
doable.
Yeah, and that's pretty okay position, really, because as long as you're not in that bush. The bush is just nightmare zone. That's kind of what I was worried about. I thought she might be tracking a little bit for that really thick bush that they locals call Mordor. Place of no escape, really. And yeah, I can attest to that. It's no place you want to be. I ended up there a couple times, and really hard to even find a spot to pitch out. You almost have to kind of just look backwards and just try to come back where you came from. And even then, not easy if you punched in there any distance.
It will be interesting to see the MPO field attack this hole today, because we might see a few more of those big turnover shots.
Yep, I think it's going to open up that big high overstable Anheuser shot that goes way up and around everything. That's how you can bite off some big distance. So much more attackable in these wind conditions, this hole, but still a very, very tough get.
Heidi missing.
Give you this.
Almost getting out in the open, but no, that's not where she wanted to be. Similar position, but a little bit more pinched off than Tinja.
Yeah, this one averaging 5.19 today, so third most difficult. We haven't seen any birdies today. 31% pars. Par's a good score.
Only 5 pars.
We haven't actually seen a birdie this whole weekend on the FPO side.
I think the only one who would have a chance is Maria Kristina Dorti, with the way she was driving yesterday.
Yeah.
That's a really solid shot from Elina there for her second.
Yeah.
He kind of have an easy par from there.
Yeah,
easy up and down.
That was a really nice turnover. Good distance on that, too. She was pretty far back there. See if Amanda can do a similar shot. They're both in quite the same position. Amanda just a little bit further.
Amanda has a lot of power.
Oh, that looks real good if it can just get through all that stuff.
I don't know if it's settled down in an okay place or if it got stuck. Anyway, a lot of distance on that, so I think wherever she is, she could be able to pitch out and maybe reach circle 1.
Yeah, I think she should have some way to get up and down from there, hopefully. Hard to tell. We didn't exactly see where it finished, but it looked like it was far enough up there that at least that she should have some kind of a window or lane of opportunity to get up and down.
Amanda, as you said before, just coming back from US where she played Champions Cup a few weeks ago. Finished in the bottom half of the field, but anyway, played a bit over her rating. I think she averaged just above her rating, and she was quite satisfied with it, and she should be.
Yeah, great.
Playing in the US for the first time with the best players in the world.
Yeah, and on such a beautiful course there, on a wonderful complex altogether.
What a nice shot there from Tinja Väisänen.
Yeah.
Right at circle's edge. She's gonna have a tailwind putt. She could definitely run this, and I really like that one. Heidi from a more difficult position. Slightly closer, but
tough spot here.
Way more pinched off.
She has enough space to make it happen, but it's a little bit blind. She's going to have to really trust her swing here and disc stability. It needs to keep the turn a little bit.
Trusty Berry, I think that was.
Very nice. Very nicely done.
Peach.
Yeah, good shot.
Understable fairway from Clash Discs. Or is it the mid-range? I don't remember.
I'm not familiar with that mold, but yeah, she really made it look good.
It's a mid-range, yeah.
Oh, that's where Amanda ended up. Okay, that's why we didn't see it.
It never fell down. It's no 2-meter rule here, though, in Copenhagen. Some places in the world that could be considered a penalty, getting stuck up in a tree.
Yeah, mostly just California, or if the TD specifies. But yeah, that is
not the case in Copenhagen and
no,
European Pro Tour, at least.
Not in Europe really whatsoever.
No.
I don't think I've ever heard of it happening or being a rule here in Europe, but more of a West Coast US thing.
Ooh, that was not nice.
Really?
I don't think she was even taking that branch into consideration.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, but it definitely took a lot of speed off that. She's just outside the circle. There we see Prodigy Disc Retriever stick, saving a lot of time and hassle. And make sure you head over to Prodigy website and pick up one of those. That's a really great thing to have in your bag. Save you a lot of time and
some money as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Can help you scoop them out from water, way up in the trees. And it's telescopic, kind of condenses down really small and fits easily in the bag. Super lightweight too.
Elina's approach here for par, 5 meters from the basket, should be easy peasy. I have to mention Sofie Björlycke now because she is doing great things. Hasn't had a bogey since hole 4, 1 under par since then. She's right now throwing on hole 14. Watch out, Sofie is in
charging.
She really is.
Yeah.
Only 1 behind Anneli Togias-Mäniste.
So clean.
And only 4 behind second place.
Wow. Okay. She's making her case for it. Amanda tries to get it up and in there, but
that invisible branch just ruins this hole for her. Bogey at best. And Tinja to save her par. It was a nice approach, but it ended up just outside the circle. I still really like the shape of that approach.
Yep, chance for a nice highlight putt here.
She needs it to stay in solo second.
35 feet, just outside the circle. 10.5 meters, just a little low.
But no more solo second place for her. Heidi Laine could, with a par, stay tied with her.
See if Heidi can find her.
Scary one in the wind.
Aim
and
here.
Important.
She's been a bit off with the putter today, so now the wind just shifted.
Not just today, the whole weekend, I think.
Yeah.
Struggle continues for her.
See, now it's a tailwind. It was a headwind just before she released it.
Coming from all directions at the same time. The
tumble dryer in full effect. Not as windy as it was the first 2 days, luckily, but it does shift really regularly here at Valbuparken. That's what the locals were tuning me into, that it is nicknamed the tumble dryer for good reason. The winds are constantly changing and swirling, and it can be really tough to get a good read.
Important par there for Elina after some big numbers a few holes ago. She's now keeping it clean. Amanda Lennartsson trying to get a bogey. But I'm thinking that the wind might actually cause even bigger problems on a day like this where, you see, it's slightly calmer. The players maybe aren't picking their most overstable discs, and then suddenly there comes those gusts and just ruin things.
Maybe it catches them off guard a little bit.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or maybe they're loosened up and running more putts, and can cost them a little bit more when it does shift quickly and kind of not do what they're expecting it to do out of the hand.
Big numbers there. Amanda Lennartsson, double bogey. Bogeys for Heidi and Tinja. Elina with the only par. And now we are seeing Jenny Karppinen tied for second place, even with her struggles.
That's impressive with all those early mistakes, and she looked like she was just kind of like, really not there fully, and somehow able to keep it together and
gets through clean there, and a nice shot.
Yeah, that's fantastic distance, really, through that gap. You have to keep it so low. It's hard to get a lot of distance, but she pretty much pured it. Mid-range from Silva.
She's good at these shots.
Yeah, just making sure to hit the gap, and that's pretty good. A little bit pinched right side, but playing it for par with a start like that anyway, so all she needs is a placement shot.
Anneli here 2 strokes behind Jenny and Silva. What is she throwing? Was it a fairway?
Ooh, laser beam right through the gap. Fine position there.
Super good.
That's one of the best we've seen through the gap for sure. Is this a replay?
This is Kaidi.
Okay.
The leader with 10 strokes. Even with that double bogey.
Oh, and she's lucky to get through. She actually kind of split through the 2 branches. She was too high, but able to.
And in a fantastic position there.
Yeah, great result. A little bit too high, but she was able to get away with it there. Fight through.
Kaidi Alsalu, 10 strokes lead.
Look at that three-way tie for second place right now. That's where it's at. And Haiti's just one behind them. It's looking like a certainty now that Kaidi's going to be your Copenhagen Open champion, but look at that battle.
Rene, can you tell us about that shot from Kaidi? We saw a replay of it at least. Did you get any reactions from the players and the gallery?
Yeah, she's just after the 100-meter prodigy mark that's on the fairway. And perfectly placed.
Yeah, great result there. Here we see Silva. She's trying to get it up somewhere in the fairway. She's going for a lot of distance. And that was great. She got way up there from back there. That was a big shot. She's got some really smooth power.
I almost didn't understand where it ended up, but it's in a super good spot.
It's like just outside circle 2, basically.
I couldn't dream of her getting up there from that position.
Yeah, I'm surprised. That was a big bomb.
Oh,
she made it look easy too.
Yeah.
Just big sky and highs there, and it just massive distance, really.
Silva.
It's great to see that she's adding distance to her game. That was kind of one of her. That wasn't her strongest point, I guess, in the last season. But she was so accurate.
Matching
she's
everyone right now. Like that's not something she's lacking anymore.
No, she's getting everything she needs on the distance, and a really great move on that from Jenny. But a little more stable disc than she wanted. It looked like a really nice angle.
Came out really nicely though, so she still has a good look at a par.
Yep. Yeah, good tree reaction there.
This is Anneli's second shot. And what a shot. In circle 1 for a birdie look. Exactly what she needs.
That was fantastic. 2 really good shots from her, and she's going to have a birdie look. Could be the only birdie of the event for the FPO field if she's able to connect from that inside circle look.
What did they do during that backup? They must have...
Yeah, charged their batteries up.
Did they eat something? I don't know. Got some hugs or...
Whatever it did, it really boosted everybody's mojo. They're coming out attacking this hole. Pretty exciting.
I think this is going to be up there right next to Anneli.
That's inside the circle almost. Just
right
outside.
Outside.
Laser beam.
Anneli almost, but wow.
Oh, yeah, that's fantastic. We're going to have 2 birdie looks on this one. Silva potentially could throw it in highlight machine style. You never know. There's our lead card coming down this tight fairway.
And what a boost we got here on the lead card suddenly. We have seen quite a few misses and a lot of bigger scores. But then suddenly, hole 12, one of the more difficult ones. They're executing
for sure
in a world-class way.
Yeah, averaging 5.15 today, so definitely taking some serious strokes here, even with the par.
It would probably be nice for Jenny here to have a forehand. I think that would have been much easier, but she's going with the backhand. It's going to fade out a little bit away from the basket, but still right there, 5 meters. That was really impressive.
Nicely done. Good upshot. See how far Silva is. It was a really huge second shot. Should be a pretty open look at the basket from where she is. It might be about 25, 30 meters. Not sure exactly. Let's see.
And you cannot afford to make any more bogeys if you want to stay up there. Just stay clean because you have players coming from behind. And I'm looking at Sofie Björlycke and I'm looking at Rachel Turton. Rachel Turton got
Another birdie. Nice.
Another birdie on hole 13. So a nice bounce back from this hole 12.
Yep.
Silva putting it close. Gonna be a par putt from, or par drop in on this hole 12. Sophie Björlycke, my pick from our latest podcast episode. She is doing great things out there today.
Yep.
Showing why she was a favorite and why she is one of the highest rated players in the field.
Of course, Victor's referring to our podcast, Inside Disc Golf. You can check that out on Disc Golf Stream or your favorite podcast platform. And we had a nice preview episode for this Copenhagen Open where we selected some keys to success, the birdie blueprint we're calling it, and also picked some of our favorites for the top spots. And I think I got locked up the win with taking Kaidi also, Lou.
Yeah, it looks like that was quite a good pick. I can't see that anyone will pass her, even with that missed putt.
Ooh, nice putt there from Anneli for birdie. That's the first birdie we've seen on this hole for the whole event, and
she's jumping up.
Really?
Only one behind second place right now.
That's going to go a long way in her.
And especially the way Sophie Björlycke is playing right now, that was very important.
Yeah, trying to keep those chasers at bay, and that was oh, Jenny.
And Jenny, from her second place, is going to drop down. It's going to be a tie for third now, together with Anneli.
Yep. Silva's going to take solo second here with the par.
Changing all the time. Would love to hear from you viewers. Who do you think will take those two podium places right behind the most likely winner, Kaidi Alsalu? Let us know in the live chat on YouTube. Here is some Think live drone shot over Valbypark, and you can see how green it is, and
lush.
What a
green.
lovely place to be, a disc golf paradise.
Sure is. Beautiful views, really easily accessible, right in the heart of the city. Great bike lanes everywhere, good public transport. You can find yourself there really quickly and easily. And then when you get there, you're going to be in disc golf heaven. 3 different tee pads for each hole. Slightly different layout than what we're seeing here for the European Pro Tour, but most of it is part of the normal layout. I would say about at least like 12, 13, 14 holes are just pretty much exactly the same, and then a few little variations and a couple of temporary holes in the start. But yeah, I mean, just what a beautiful place, what a wonderful vibe there. It is the busiest course in the world, so you have to take that into account if you're heading there. You know, when everyone's off work and stuff, it might take a little bit longer to play you around, but you also meet some really, really fun, interesting locals, and they're very welcoming and kind. There's a great disc golf culture in Denmark. It's such a fun place to play. Everybody is.
Danish people in general are extremely friendly and open-minded and welcoming.
Yeah, it's been such a nice time. Both times I've been to Denmark for disc golf, I've been kind of blown away at the warmth and openness and welcome that I've received from the locals, and I'm sure it'll be the same for you. I would really highly recommend this as a disc golf destination for anybody to come check out Valbypark in Copenhagen.
Elina Rydberg, 3 pars in a row, and getting a strange line and finding herself behind that bench, but not too bad.
It looked like it kicked to the right, so I think she'll have a pretty good swing, and it's a really kind of a nice angle from there. She can almost see the basket.
Heidi Line, she could definitely get up on the podium. Only one behind second place, tied for third. And
squares that tree up.
Not able to get past the tree, but no catastrophe.
Manda Lennartson representing Team Discmania and Disc Guy Sweden, among others.
I was gonna say, look at this power shot, but she grip blocks it a little bit and ends up in a similar position like Elina Rydberg.
Pretty good result.
Yeah.
Though. I mean, that was a bit
Got
of
lucky.
tree love. And it really kind of directed her right towards the landing zone. It's not going to cost her at all.
There is a man walking.
So yeah, they're going to wait for some pedestrians to be extra safe here. They don't want to cause any. Yeah, there you see the bicyclists coming on through the park.
Busy and public park. That's what René told us also, that we expect to see a lot of locals out enjoying the weather. Let's hear from René. Do we see more and more people out there in the park today?
Well, I don't feel like it's more than yesterday, but they are definitely minding their own business, not realizing that there's a European Pro Tour going on here.
Yeah, that guy really doesn't seem to know where he can be, and hiding behind a tree is maybe not the best thing to do when we really have to think of safety first. I hope he stays behind that tree now.
It might have been a little bit of a distraction for Tina. She's unable to execute a clean tee shot there.
I would definitely have been quite distracted knowing that someone is hiding behind a tree.
Yeah. So here, this hole 14, what that we're seeing our chase card on right now, it's averaging 4.94, so nearly a full stroke above par. No birdies yet today. 50% pars, 50% bogey or worse, so still quite a bit of score separation, even if it's not really being attacked by the FPO field. This one's brought to you by Zuka, very valued partner, and this is actually perfect place for a Zuka cart. Smooth rolling here in the clean fairways of Valbu Park, and here's a
hole 13
tee shot. Looks so good. That is right on line.
Anneli with a touchy straight shot. I really like that line.
Can't
it's
do it much better.
Most beautiful shot you'll ever see someone hitting.
She just piped that
straight at the basket. Nice. Heidi here going with a hyzer instead, playing it more safe, and she will be in a good place for a par.
Yep. Just pitch up for par. There's quite a strong slope right to left down towards the OB road there. Silva's going to have to wait for these cyclists.
We had
going up the middle.
Had an ace here yesterday in the MPO division from Henrik Hagman, the Swede, flexing an A2 down the middle in the basket.
Nice. It must have been a beautiful sight.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no video evidence, but what a great moment for Henrik Hagman. And he's earned himself some Moby Disc Golfing prize. They had a nice little package of their apparel for Ace prize and for the CTP prize over there on hole 7. So a really cool local sponsor getting involved.
Long look here for Jenny. This would mean a lot for her. Outside circle 1.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, Jenny Karppinen.
Sweet highlight putt there. Getting herself the birdie right when she needed it, bouncing back after some troubles on the last one.
Definitely what she needed. And birdie also for Anneli Togias Maniste, and Kaidi here lining up a par putt. That's all she needs, and that's all she gets.
Yeah, this one, second easiest hole on the course today. 2.87 average.
Silva also a par. So 2 pars, 2 birdies. And the 4 players on the lead card are now having the 4 top spots on the leaderboard.
Wow.
Kaidi Alsalu leading 10 strokes ahead of Silva Saarinen, Anneli Togiamärise, and Jenny Karppinen. They're all tied for 2nd place. What a thriller we are watching.
Yeah, yeah. Super exciting battle for the podium places and lots of cash involved.
Amanda is hitting something yet again.
Again, good result though. It didn't really cause too much issue. She'll still have a chance to save the par.
She's right now down to 9th place, tied with Elina Rydberg, but Sophie, the one who has been fighting with them, she is distancing herself just a bit. 3 strokes in front of them both now.
Okay.
7th place, up 1 spot. Elina's second throw after hitting that bench. Slightly better, I believe, than Amanda, but no, that's not where she wants to be.
Yeah, it was a little high and it caught a branch that took some speed off it. She's going to have to go with probably a big spike hyzer and try to get herself up to the pin. Very, very tricky shot to execute.
But interesting, every single shot means so much right now. You just need to get yourself in position, you need to execute. You don't have any time to relax. You don't have any possibility to climb if you make any mistakes.
This beautiful live drone shots. It's really nice to see the park in perspective there from an aerial point of view.
I think that's Tinja Väisänen we're watching there with those white pants lining up what I think will be a hyzer in to the basket.
Yep.
I wonder if she got close. Okay, she's throwing now. She was just lining it up. Here she is.
Looks like she's going to go with that new
feedback.
Yep.
High over everything. But I think that's too straight. I think she overcooked it just a little bit and ended up on the wrong side of that tunnel.
Yeah, didn't see exactly where it ended up, but it'll probably be quite obstructed wherever.
This is the third for Elina. Also need to go with a hyzer. This is such a difficult shot. She needs to have the exactly right angle to get anywhere close. This can either be right next to the basket or really bad.
Looks pretty good. Yeah.
In circle one, she found a way.
Great, great shot. Still a chance to save that par with a big putt.
That would mean a lot for her.
This is a great view of the hole. You can see just how tight that green is. You know, it's really hard to kind of get yourself up close to the basket on that second shot, or even if it's your third shot. It's just a really, really tight little end of the fairway here on this one, and obstructed green.
Yeah, and just to get yourself in position to attack for a birdie seems to be more or less impossible. All the birdies we have seen have been high hyzers or forehands even from outside.
Yeah, there's really not much you can do to line up a straight shot, you know, to get yourself in position, especially for a birdie. You could play it a little bit safe for par and kind of try to place yourself right, you know, in the center of that tunnel. But yeah, if you're looking for birdie, you know, you have to kind of really use a lot of airspace and really have kind of perfect angle control in order to get your disc up there by the basket.
You need to be a bit creative, and creative is just what Tinja Väisänen needs to be here. I hope she has been stretching well before this round. Not easy to throw from in here. What can she do? Can she find a gap? Is she going roller?
Sometimes that's all you can do on this this course, because there's so much stuff in the airspace, and there is a little backdoor path on this one that she kind of rolled nicely down.
Finds the way out.
She got pretty far up there,
yeah?
most of the way up, but yeah, it's still probably not a clean look at it.
Interesting. Here is the lead card.
Finally, with 2 birdies in a row, she's starting to make a charge after that double bogey on 11 where she...
This is an amazing shot from the tee. Really like that one.
Yep.
A lot of distance, no trees in the way. Jenny Karpinen next, tied for the second place with Anneli and Silva Saarinen.
400 plastic D3 here. Nice.
Little low.
Nice clean line.
But it's okay.
In the middle. Pretty good.
Kaidi, what is she throwing? D1?
D1. Forehand. No, sorry, backhand. She faked me out a little bit. She's in a league of her own, though, this weekend, isn't she?
And she is looking so comfortable. She just loves being up there, and she's going to have to throw from behind the bench.
Yeah, not the best drive, but she's 10 strokes clear of second place at this point. She doesn't need to do anything. She can take bogeys for the rest of the way, and that's not a problem.
Silva.
Not that she will. Great shot from Silva, beating that one tree and getting it to fade. She'll have a chance to attack if she wants to.
Let's hear from Rene. Where did Kaidi end up after her bad kick there to the right?
Well, Kaidi is 4 meters maybe from the basket of hole 13.
Yeah.
So easy birdie, but on the wrong basket.
Almost a black ace there.
Yeah, parked for the black birdie.
And she wasn't able to get the birdie on when she was playing hole 13. So maybe she wanted revenge on that. Her body wanted something different than
a little rewind back in time.
Elina Rydberg for par. Only pars on her scorecard after that triple bogey on hole 10. Could be the 4th par in a row. If she makes it. She's putting with a popcorn, I believe.
Softy
popcorn.
Another cage hit.
So not 4 pars in a row. It's gonna be a bogey for her on hole 14. Here is Kaidi, yeah. Easy birdie if it would have been on the previous hole. And she's doing everything she needs up there, and she will have a look at an manageable par. I still don't want to say easy because she needs to throw straight there in the gap, but I think she will see the basket from that position. And what do you say, Rene?
Say again?
Do you think that Kaidi is having a straight approach after her second shot there?
She is relatively open for an upshot faux par.
That's good news for her. And for everyone who is rooting for Kaidi Alsalo.
Yeah, and when she finishes up this round as the winner at Copenhagen Open, will have earned an invite to the Throw Pink Women's Disc Golf Championships over in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Takes place at the same time as the USDGC, and that's a really special event to be a part of. So, also a European Open bid.
I also hope that we will see her at the All-Star event later this year in Spain. So
booked her ticket there as well.
Lots of important things.
Yeah, three big events qualified for with this one win.
And also some nice prize money and tour points. It's the season couldn't start in any better way for Kaidi Alsalo.
What a huge moment for Kaidi, yeah.
And it will be her 3rd win of the year, but the biggest win she has so far in her career.
Yeah, and it can really be a catapult springboard into a really successful season. It's going to be great for her confidence to know that she can not only win, but to do so, in such a stress-free, commanding way.
Yeah, she will definitely take the win, but we have a super tight battle for 2nd and 3rd place. Silva Saarinen, one of those in the driver's seat for that tight battle.
Nice try there. Didn't see it finish, but it looked like it was kind of heading sort of where it needed to, at least.
Should be a par, most likely for her. I think that Anneli might be in a really good position. Maybe could even get a birdie. Here she is. Anneli Togiasman is lining up something high. Yeah, she could definitely get a birdie from here. It's not easy, but it's doable. I like it.
Oh, wow. That's great.
I do like it, but...
it filtered down just a little bit short there, right side, but pretty easy up and down for the par at least. This hole averaging 5.05, second most difficult on the day. So
and no birdies.
No birdies, yeah. I'll check real quick if there's been any birdies this whole weekend. There was. We saw a birdie yesterday. Jenny Karppinen got this birdie. That's right, remember? We didn't,
we didn't get to see
we
it,
didn't
but
see it, but I
we
remember
were
shouting
reacting
it out.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite a shock. So the only birdie for no, sorry, there was on round 1. Kaire Teku got it. So
Kaire Teku,
another
another
great
Estonian. Yeah.
She got it from circle 2. The big putt.
Kairi still some work to do to save her par. I would maybe recommend a flex forehand. That doesn't seem to be what she's lining up. She's going with a hyzer.
Yeah, there's just enough space for a touch hyzer to kind of drop it in there, but not an easy shot. Oh, spike hyzer, yeah.
Did she get
sure.
anywhere close? Rene, did you see where that landed?
And yes, and sadly, Kairi is in the bushes deep on the right side of the fairway.
Okay, not looking like a par for her, but it's really inconsequential at this point.
Yeah, it doesn't matter with a 10-stroke lead and only a few holes left to play. She's of course going to take down the win even with a bogey here. And who do we see? Is that Jenny Karppinen?
And yes, this is Jenny from her second shot.
I guess it's the third from Jenny Karppinen from inside here. But yes, it is her. Can she find a way to the basket and get a par?
Nice,
She can.
Nice scramble shot there. She was in a difficult position. She had to get low and keep the shot low too, and gets it to slide up well inside the circle.
And look at Jenny's scorecard. After hole 7 where she got that birdie, she has been playing super well since then. Few mistakes here and there, but she has been able to repair them. She's only 3 up, and it felt like this would be a disaster round for her after the first holes there.
It was such a slow start.
And you get to see it here on screen also.
Yeah, there you go. Right on cue. Those +4 through the first 6 holes or so, and then since then, whole different story.
Jenny Karppinen could easily take the second place, and a par here would definitely help the case for her. Not the best approach there. It's going to be from that scary distance where we have seen her having some problems, Anneli. I don't think her putting confidence is the absolute best right now. So everything outside 5 meters, I say that feels a little bit risky for her.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not the only one who's struggling. Silva has had some surprising struggling. Jenny has definitely had some struggling. So all 3 main contenders for the second place are struggling a little bit on the green.
Yeah, some uncharacteristic struggles from Silva particularly. But nobody really lights out on the green.
And Sophie Björlycke, another par on hole 15. Up 2 spots right now, 6th place, but she's putting for bogey from circle 2 on hole 16, so it might be a big number there. I get more and more the feeling that it's only 4 players now who's in contention for that podium. Silva, Anneli, Jenny, and Heidi Laine. What do you say?
You think Sophie's out of it?
Yeah, because she's gonna get a bogey at best here now on the next on hole 16.
Right, so that puts her 4 strokes behind.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, she's kind of running out of time, isn't she? And
without that, I definitely saw her in contention, but
she made a great late charge, though. I mean, hats off to her. Playing a clean back 9 so far. Of course, she's got that bogey coming, but could be a double bogey on 16 maybe, yeah.
Tinja was also in contention up until this hole 14 where she got a double bogey.
Oh, bummer.
Heidi with a just a single bogey on hole 14, I still think she has a great chance, and especially knowing what she can do on hole 18.
Right, she could birdie it.
Anneli,
Nice putt.
that was a confident putt. I like that. Important for her confidence also. Jenny has been struggling on the green. Stay in second place.
Very important stroke here.
It feels like a duel, or what do you call a duel between 3 players?
A battle, I guess.
Battle, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's a specific word.
Nah,
for it.
maybe not.
Not that I can think of, but yeah, help us out in chat if I'm just drawing a blank here.
Silva Saarinen also getting her par. So all those 3 players tied for second place, all getting their par. So the battle continues on hole 15. Also, a bogey for Kaidi. So the lead is now only 9 strokes.
Single digits.
With
so
4,
you're telling me there's a chance.
4 holes to go. She could afford some more bogeys and still take down the win. You see it here. 9 over par. Second place, 18 over par. 3 players there, and then Heidi Laine. Yeah, I can only see Heidi getting up there on the podium. I don't think Sophie.
I think it's a four-way battle there.
She's gonna get a double bogey now on the next one, as best. So
beautiful views here from the aerial perspective of Valbuparken. There you see the top 10 leaderboard. Hot rounds today from Kaidi, Sophie, which is going to drop, and Rachel Turton.
Rachel is really showing some class, showing her normal level.
Yeah, finishing strong. She just didn't have her best couple last days, and good to see her back on track and putting in a solid performance.
Yeah, only 3 players at par today. You mentioned them, Kaidi. Sophie will drop down, and Rachel. Those are 2 of the players that we were mentioning as main favorites coming into this. The 3rd player we saw as a favorite, Heidi Laine, is still over par, but in a better place on the leaderboard. We are now on hole 15. Do you want to tell us about that hole, Andy?
Hole 15 is a very difficult par 3. Long, 118 meters, with a very late gap to hit. You see these bushes right and left are super thick. You don't want to be in there. Yeah, it's kind of a really tough get. Of course, we saw Hjalte nearly ace it on day 1, but then he sent it into the bushes on day 2.
Disaster there for Anneli. Really bad position.
Yeah, that's bogey town for sure. So hard to scramble in there. Let's see if Jenny can just keep it in play. I think a par is a fantastic score here. That's a really good tee shot.
I like this one a lot.
So straight, and it's up into circle 2.
Almost. That was...
What a great distance on that.
About 110 meter shot, almost.
Yeah, straight as an arrow. Faded a little bit, but she's going to have an easy par.
And she's throwing mid-range here. She's not going for the big distance, and
needs to come back or kick out, and luckily it kicks out, so she's going to be in fine position.
Playing for par, not feeling that she has the distance, and
it's hard to attack this hole.
Yeah, then
unless you got that pro kind of arm speed.
And the leader, Kaidi Alsalu, playing it safe with a hyzer and just want to land somewhere in the tunnel. She is doing that. Should be an easy up and down.
I did do it on some of the early rounds, but I do have to shout out Peter Christensen, who I was lucky to get to play some practice rounds with when I was over there last week. And both times we played this hole, he ace ran it and they sat down in the bullseye. Same shot, and there was heavy winds, just incredibly impressive shots from him.
That sounds impressive, and we have seen some other impressive shots here also. Almost an ace from Hjalte Jensen, as you mentioned.
Yep.
Another great shot from Otto Mäkinen yesterday, hitting the pole, if I remember correctly.
Just about kissed the koozie. Might well have.
And here is Elina Rydberg.
Hole 12, or 16, sorry.
extremely difficult. We have seen so many players struggling to get out of here. To get out of here clean is gonna be very
really
important
early
for her.
kick. Bit of a grip lock. Yeah, it's a really good feeling to hit this gap. It is a low ceiling, very tight gap, very straight shot.
Amanda's coming out clean.
Amanda goes over the ceiling. Yeah, she kind of found her way through the branches, and that's going to be big distance. She's way up there.
She has a really, really powerful swing.
That was a great shot. She can consider trying to attack the basket from there.
Yeah, definitely. She could reach it any day, any time of the day.
Yeah, with her power.
And Anneli just need to pitch out. She really couldn't gain any distance from that position. That's what I was worried about. Bogey at best for her. Silva in good position for a par. Jenny Karppinen. Let's see what she can do.
Hole 15 here, averaging exactly a stroke above par today for average. Yeah, just 25% of the field able to get that par.
And now it sounds like the wind is...
It's definitely picked up a bit, huh?
Yeah. It's definitely still a factor, even though it's not as bad as it was yesterday or on Friday.
But yeah, we haven't seen any birdies from our FPO field on this one. Not surprising. It's a bit out of reach for most of them, and the ones that can reach it, it requires just that perfect pinpoint accuracy on a max distance line. So not really an easy get. Silva trying to throw it in almost.
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Highlight.
She could get would be quite a thing to get a birdie with a mid-range from the tee.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. If someone could do it, it's Silva Saarinen.
She gave it a good bid. She'll have just a little bit of work left for the par. Who's up next? Kaidi reaching out with the forehand.
Yeah, not
showing great control of that shot.
Not far at all, about 40 meters maybe. Nothing to worry about. Oh no. No, yeah, indeed.
That's a really bad shot.
I mean, definitely was. Rene, did you see if that rolled in far there on the right side?
Had to have.
It is a little bit hard to see. She might be all the way in the middle there. She did scare a dove though.
Not the kind of bird you want to.
No, she was looking for a different kind of bird.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the first sign that, like first really bad shot we've seen from her the whole event, really. She had a couple up shots were slightly juiced, but
nothing really, like that.
She really hasn't made any mistakes like that. I mean, even on her double bogey back there on, what was it, 12? Yeah, on 10, excuse me. It didn't... I don't know. Yeah, that was just a kind of a surprise that she wasn't able to execute that one.
Is able to get out, and she will most likely get a bogey. Good job there from Kaidi.
Double bogey, yeah.
I think, right. That was her third throw now.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah,
right,
so
you're
that
right,
will
you're
be
right. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Putt for bogey.
That's right. Sorry.
But she was definitely in risk of getting a double bogey if she wouldn't have gotten that out. And
that
could easily have been behind a tree or in a very bad spot. Jenny Karppinen.
Good recovery for sure.
Could she get a birdie here?
Looks like that ceiling is an issue.
But she just hit a big putt a few holes ago on 13.
I'd love to see a big highlight birdie, especially on this one.
That would be tasty, but it's not going to be a birdie. It's going to be a stress-free par instead, which is also a really, really good result. Which means that Silva and Jenny most likely are going to be the only ones on that second place. Anneli putting for a bogey. Heidi Laine are 2 strokes behind.
Silva chains out from inside the circle.
So a bogey for her as well. She gets to tap it in before Anneli is putting. Bogey for Silva Saarinen. 19 over par. Anneli to match that. There you go. Low, but it stays in. Climbs in almost.
Not a confident stroke, but it's in, and that means that Jenny Karppinen is going to regain that solo second position that she started the round in.
Right.
Which is kind of a surprise after what we saw in the start. Kaidi here for bogey. Not too bad.
Not losing any strokes to Silva and Anneli.
She's in the clear. No stress.
Only par on the card. Jenny Karppinen, who dares to tap it in with a jacket in her hand and a bag on her back. That's brave.
Yeah, pretty short one.
It was short enough.
But yeah. Yeah, it's
3 holes to go. 16, 17, 18. And now we definitely get to see who has their nerves in check, who can control the stressful situation, and who can take down the second place.
pretty exciting there. Just 2 strokes between all 4 of them.
I still cannot see anyone overtaking Kaidi. If she needs to break a leg or something, but even from that,
she's good to go.
Like
she's got it in the bag.
As long as she's breathing, she will be able to take down the win.
Yeah, she's done everything she needed to do this weekend to not only get the win, but to prove herself as one of the top European players this season to consider for future events as well as a possible victor.
And not only keeping her lead, but extending it also. She has only one person in front of her today for the hot round, Rachel Turton. She's at even par and Kaidi is 1 over par, but that gap was 6 strokes and it's 9 now.
Yeah, she's looking to go wire to wire and really in impressive style. Heidi Laine has a putt for birdie here from circle 2 on this hole, which is pretty rare.
Amanda Lennartsson's gonna get a nice birdie there.
Wow. Could it be?
Yes, that's gonna be a birdie. No, sorry, that's gonna be a par putt.
Par, yeah.
Yeah.
Elina. Still, that's a pretty good play, yeah. Elina's struggling here.
Big struggling. There's gonna be a triple bogey for her.
So Heidi went long of the basket here. That's amazing.
That's an offensive Heidi Laine today. She wants that second place so bad.
It looked good. I thought it was in. No. Okay.
It's gonna check up.
Okay.
Yeah, Heidi already has a second place from Copenhagen, but this is gonna be a different kind of second place where she feels that she's earning it rather than losing.
Yeah, that's going to
coming in as the big favorite last year and being surprised by Rachel Turton just crushing everyone.
Jenny clean through the gap, looks like. Nicely done.
Super good.
Center fairway with great distance. Very well played.
Heidi gets her par on this hole 16. I'm not sure if we're gonna get to see it. 1 behind Silva Saarinen and Anneli here.
Oh, that's so clean. Pipe job straight down the gut.
Even further up than Jenny. She is not giving up on this second place.
Oh, wow.
Silva, can you react to this?
So high. It was so much better to line the way Anneli did it. It was so low and tight.
That's perfection. That's perfection. If you want to go straight, then
yeah,
look at Anneli and try to copy what she's doing.
That was really nice. And now it's her advantage, I think, especially with Silva slipping up there. Jenny was clean through the gap as well, but Anneli had more distance. She might be a chance for her to gain a stroke back.
And whatever Kaidi's doing, she ends up in a good spot anyway, so
yeah,
still a chance to get a par here. Doesn't look stressed at all. She's so happy. She knows that she's soon about to step up on a podium and receive a big prize check and big applause and all the honor and glory in the world. Here is Heidi Laine on hole 17. She needs a birdie.
No, that's too early release. It needs to be wider right side. She's going to be way left, I think. Unless that was a really flippy disc. I didn't really see it, but looked like it was way early out of the hand.
Yeah, Heidi needs a birdie. Otherwise, she needs to just hope that the players in front of her are gonna make mistakes. One of them have already made a mistake here. Silva Saarinen throwing second from still the wooded part of this hole.
Yeah, let's see if she can recover. Long way from the basket. A lot of stuff in the way early. Good out. If she can stay out of that. Might be in that bush.
Did you find an open spot there, Silva Saarinen? Rene, did you see where it ended up?
Well, it was a really good-looking shot, but unfortunately, it was a little bit too much to the right. So she's in the bushes right next to the tee pad of 18.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That means that Silva might be dropping off even more, considering where Jenny and Anneli is right now.
Yeah, she's for sure in bogey town. Kaidi just playing for position here. She can still save her par.
Yeah. That's definitely possible from that position. Even though it requires a long approach, but
very doable. Let's get the stats on hole 16 here. It's not an easy one. Yeah, second most difficult on the course today. 5.1 average. No birdies today yet. I don't think anyone's got it all week, if I remember right. Yeah. No birdies.
We're having some comments in the chat here about that three-way duel. We're calling it a Mexican standoff or a truel or trial. Duel Royale.
We appreciate that. Yeah. I don't know if it's...
I like the Mexican standoff better, best out of those alternatives. So let's call it a Mexican standoff. It's not that anymore, though. It's still now it's Jenny Karppinen in a solo battle, just her against the holes to stay in that second place.
Yeah, 3 amigos standing off there. Pretty exciting. Uno, dos, tres.
Shootout. And Silva, third one, and just out there where Jenny and Anneli are after one. So she's gonna potentially drop quite a few strokes. Not good for Silva Saarinen's chances to get on the podium.
Yeah.
And very important for Heidi Laine that at least one of those players in front of her are making mistakes. So chance for Heidi.
Yeah, she could even leapfrog Silva on this hole potentially.
I think that might be a possibility. And Heidi is having a par putt right now on 17. She didn't land that close then.
Yeah, it didn't come out right. It looked like it was way left side.
Jenny Karppinen, second throw. Please don't make any mistakes. We want to see some great shots here from both you and Anneli. Totally okay to save a par.
Yeah.
Or save a par, to get a par. It's about 40 meters maybe to the basket.
Yeah. Wind looks like it's picked up a little bit here. Gusting still. But yeah, it should be not too far. A little bit touchy one. Kind of downhill.
Silva's fourth from here. Could she reach the basket from this position? Or is it too far?
No, I think she can. After what we've seen from her earlier with some of those big drives, yeah. I don't know the exact distance, but I'd put it about 110.
And this is looking very good. I think she is going to reach the basket.
Oh, wow.
She is reaching the circle one at least.
Just
right outside.
Yeah, really good shot, though. That was a good rip. About 100 meters. Right on line. A little bit uphill, too.
She got that perfect turn on it and just... Silva Saarinen showing still some highlights.
Yeah, we'll see if she can save the bogey from there. That would be very valuable.
Second throw for Anneli.
That was such a good shot. She just smashed that through the gap.
Just imagine if she would get a birdie here.
It's very possible. This is one of the best positions we've seen anybody be in.
I like it.
It's real good.
Oh, okay. Up. Overturned just a bit, but it's going to be a safe par from there.
Yep.
Slightly better position than Jenny Karppinen, I would say.
she could have had a little more height on that. Maybe it might have like, got the full flight, and it could have been closer to circle one. But pretty easy par from there, at least.
Jenny Karppinen and Anneli Togias-Männistö, if they can just get their pars here, they will both be in very good positions to secure a podium finish. But it's not over until hole 18. We have seen so many rounds just crash at that spot. Kaidi's gonna have a long putt to save her par. It doesn't matter though for...
She probably just wants to lay that up. She's got a more than 99% chance of winning according to UDisc. And the interesting thing is we can actually see what the predictions are for the top 3 as well.
Oh, true. What are they saying?
It's saying that Jenny Karppinen has an 81% chance of being on the podium. Anneli, 50%. Heidi now just bounced up to 74%.
Interesting, and I think they take into
exactly.
consideration that Heidi has so good results on hole 18.
Yeah,
that she can lean on. Jenny, great approach. She has a short putt to save her par.
Silva Saarinen, only 38% chance to end up on that podium now after mistakes on this hole.
Yeah, bogey at best for her, so she's gonna be dropping down behind Heidi Laine after this hole. Let's see if she will be behind with 1 stroke or 2 strokes. No, she might actually be even tied with Heidi if she makes this putt. And if someone is not looking at the scorecard or leaderboard, and it's Silva. Best in the world, I would say, just play shot by shot, not caring about anything about what's going on around her. Just executing.
Yeah, she knows how to flow for sure. Surprising though that her putter's been so off today. We usually see her just completely dialed in on the green.
Yeah, that's usually where she's gaining strokes from compared to her competitors, but not today.
Still in contention, but
she's going to be at 5th place after this hole.
Yeah, it's looking like her podium chances are dwindling. Not over yet though.
Definitely not.
Kaidi with a decent pitch up there, easy bogey, and just a walk in the park heading towards the biggest win of her career. It's well in sights now.
Yeah, with a bogey here, she's still gonna have a big lead with only 2 holes to go. She can play whatever discs she wants, just play safe and still have a healthy win. No, Jenny, what are you doing?
That was a very short miss. Bit of a lapse of concentration, I believe, or what do you think happened there?
That was nerves.
Just pure nerves.
Yeah, I think she's well aware that she's fighting for that 2nd place, and she had already counted that one. And
yeah, you can't count it till it's hatched.
She was relieved that it was so close, I think, and then she didn't really concentrate and just wanted to get it over with, head on to the next hole, but that must have been nerves.
Anneli with a great par.
Anneli now
tied there.
Solo 2nd, right? No,
tied.
It's still a tie. Yeah, true, because Jenny had a stroke from the previous hole. So
yeah, Jenny had just got herself back into that solo 2nd place, and then Anneli able to claw her way right back after the little mistake there on the green from Jenny.
Yeah, it's exciting to say.
Super exciting.
Here is next hole, 17.
Yeah, 94 meters downhill, sort of blind. You can kind of see it through the little gap in the middle, but you kind of have to feel it on this one. You'd have to sort of just aim for a spot in the sky with your hyzer, either left side or right side, either way, and you just kind of try to crash it in on these overhanging branches on the green.
Yesterday we were surprised to see quite a bit of low shots, but I think it will be a different thing today in the more calmer conditions.
Yeah, I don't understand the low play personally. I mean, even if the wind is up, there's just no way to really get there with the low shot. So you have to kind of play the wind on this one. If it's there, you have to take a second to think about what's going to happen and where you need to aim.
It looks like Jenny is sitting there with her phone, and I can only imagine that she's looking at the leaderboard. And especially after a miss like that, she's probably worried that she dropped down from the podium.
This would be a big result for her to get on that podium, though. For Jenny, you know, we saw some great performances from her. Like, whoa, we haven't seen this before. That was
great.
That was interesting.
That's great. She's down there. I think it's right in line with the basket there for an easy par.
Wow, that's an invisible gap, though. I mean, like, it's almost non-existent. You can just barely even see through it.
I really think it went all the way down there. I'm not 100% sure, but
Sure
it looked like,
clean.
yeah.
I'm just kind of a little bit shocked that anybody would even consider taking that line. She obviously has the power to go over the top.
Jenny Karpinen here, super important shot. She is going with an Anheuser.
Yeah, weird, a flex shot. That doesn't have much hope to get all the way there, but most of the way, I guess.
That's going to be a par. I
Kind of a
can't
rough-
believe that she wouldn't get out from there. It's so close.
Rough spot there. I'm just baffled that Annalie would take such a risky shot, given the circumstances here, what she's playing for. It worked out, don't get me wrong. I'm just kind of confused. That was a...
Cool as ice, like she...
But that's one of the lowest percentage tee shots you'll ever see in your life. I mean, honestly. And then again.
And again, this one...
That got
from
through
a player
too.
who can afford it, almost
She's
pushing
on
all the way
circle's
down.
edge. Wow. That's some serious precision.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Silva is going to try to match that now.
Yeah, she might.
Show them how it's done. Now she's going the more traditional, but this is way left.
Yeah, I think
that's
you
not
need
going
to
be a
swing
birdie.
swing it more wide. That could be a birdie still, but yeah, I mean...
Better than I thought.
Long circle too. Yeah, it must have been a flippy disc. But either way, I think it needs to be played a lot wider if you want to kind of hyzer it in there. Interesting. I mean, yeah.
Not the longest hole, so they...
Look at that little... Is that even a gap?
Yeah, it is. It's a tunnel of some sort. Big enough for a disc to fit through, but not much more.
But it's weird because you're going downhill off the tee, so you can't really like even see hardly that gap is there, and it's so tight and low ceiling.
Well,
very interesting.
I guess there's a reason why we're sitting here in the studio, and these ladies are out there on the course and
yeah. I don't know if they really got anything by going up the middle that way, but I am well impressed. You know, I don't think
they hit the gap at least, and I
Sure.
think that's worth a lot of applause. Just hitting
sure.
it, yeah.
I respect it. I don't know that I fully agree with it as a game plan move, but
yeah, I haven't been there myself, and even if I had,
I mean, now you can see they can barely walk underneath it, and if if you're aiming downhill to a gap like that, it's pretty hard to visualize how it gets all the way to the basket.
Could we hear from Rene? Maybe was there some wind that were forcing the players to go low, or do you think that was just their game plan?
Well, if they follow Greg Barsby's line from when he played this course, the straight line is the best line.
Yeah, I think that was like many years ago where it was more open, right? I don't know.
Definitely, but that doesn't make it less impressive.
No. Good point, sir. Touche.
We are clearly impressed by these players here, and I'm definitely impressed by the courage to dare to go there. Here is Jenny. Almost made it down. Wants to collect a stress-free par now after what happened on the previous hole. So it seems like you can miss even from that distance. But I can't believe she's going to do it 2 holes in a row. Things are so exciting right now. Anneli, Jenny tied for second place with 1 hole to go, and I think they both are going to collect pars here.
Yeah, and Hades clean off the tee on 18.
Heidi has the edge on hole 18, but she is 1 behind, and
so she has to push, and that aggression could cost her, or it could be to enormous benefit. Pitch up for Kaidi, no problem.
Great job. Where did
highlight alert?
Silva.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! That was so close.
Yeah, looked good. Putt's been just a little bit off.
But that would have been a tasty birdie that would have tied her with Heidi. But no.
She kind of needed that, really.
I think she just lost her chances to get up on the podium.
Perhaps.
I think that was it for her. Still a top 5, most likely. Anneli with her par. She's in a great position for a podium finish. Heidi, of course, has it all booked already. Not just the podium finish, but she's going to be at the top of that podium. World-class performance. Such an impressive 3 rounds from her. Not getting the hot round today, most likely, but very close to it. Rachel Turton right now putting for par on hole 18. That's
nice.
Very solid. She's gonna
great strong finish from
if
her.
she makes that end up on even par today and climbs 4 spots.
Yeah, and hot round honors. Good solid finish from Rachel. Be a good boost of confidence moving forward. I know it can be hard to have a couple rough rounds in a row. It can really shake your confidence, but it's good to see her back to her usual self here on final day.
So coming into hole 18, the most difficult hole on the course. Let's wait to see what Heidi is doing first, because this is really interesting. This is the second throw for Heidi.
Got to get down.
Got to get down quickly.
I think that's out. I think that just hyzered.
It's marked as
it's
on
safe.
the fairway.
She's safe.
It is fairway.
She's good. She's a little bit far off on that left side, so still a chance to get the par for sure, especially being safe after 2 throws with her power.
I think she might have actually been on that side also on the previous 2 rounds, but I might remember wrong.
Okay, they had to go double check it, and it is safe. I was kind of thinking that was... Or was that somebody else's shot?
I'm not sure. Okay. Elina talking about that he wasn't sure and he was going for the red flag, so they were maybe getting nervous. But Heidi, safe after 2 shots, and she needs to gain 1 stroke on either Anneli or Jenny to get up on the podium. Hopefully for her sake, 1 stroke on each of them, and she could get up on second place.
Very possible.
Silva Saarinen 2 strokes behind second place. I can't say. Well, it's possible. It's possible, but it requires that they both fail on hole 18.
Yeah, and fail quite miserably. But that's a very, very possible scenario here on hole 18. We've talked about it all weekend long. Major score separator here.
Tinja Väisänen here had a chance to finish on the podium, but it's going to be a good finish position for her, somewhere between 5 and 8, depending on what she does here, or 6, maybe best possible. I don't think she's going to gain 3 strokes on Silva Saarinen.
Yeah, she was 1 down through 11, and then she started to trip up a bit there on 12 and had a succession of bogey or worse.
Good looking shot here. Maybe a little bit high, but good distance. Right in the middle of the fairway. Here is hole 18. Anneli Togias-Mänistö. Where does she end up? In the
prime position.
Great spot there. Close to that tee pad. If you're close to that, you know that it's a good shot.
Right where you want to be there.
Jenny Karppinen. A little bit more pressure on her now, and she knows what Anneli has done. It's a battle between those two. Now it's a duel.
Yeah, now we have a full-on duel.
But with Heidi Laine right behind, so they cannot afford any mistakes because they might be passed by her then. This is a really good shot for her as well. 2 meters shorter.
Yep. Fresh Prodigy plastic. Feedback.
Heidi can play this whatever way she wants.
Looks like a D1.
But nice, you just cannot make mistakes, and she is even better than Anneli.
Perfect. All 3 right there in the heart of the landing zone.
Silva would need something really big here to get up on the podium.
That's going to be fine as well. She's right there with him.
All 4 in basically the same spot.
Yeah, prime position. exciting
It
finish
just
here.
goes on and on. It it doesn't get any better than this. We have no idea who's gonna finish second. We have no idea who's gonna finish third. So much can still happen. This hole is definitely more difficult than what it looks like. Plays a little bit easier today though with less wind. Here is Heidi Leine, the biggest contender outside of the lead card to get up on the podium.
Yeah, she was safe by a couple meters. Here, fading left.
This is her
Pretty far up
third.
there. That's going to be an easy par, I think.
She has gotten par both first and second round. Elina lining up forehand with her salt. Ooh, a little low and rolls in circles there, but checks up. That was her third throw. She's dropped down a little bit today. Currently at 11th place.
Showed some great class, though. She was off to a really good start and had some sweet highlights for sure.
Heidi is having her sister there as a caddy, even though she's carrying the bag herself. But caddy is more there as a
moral support.
Yeah,
in this case.
In most cases, maybe even more important than having someone carrying your bag.
That's a big part of the job, isn't it? Making the player feel comfortable and relaxed in the moment and feeling like they're not alone, that they can relax a little bit and have some companionship.
That was Sonja Leine we were talking about, younger sister of Heidi, and she finished at 19th place, 16 over par today. Maybe not the best round, but still a solid performance for her. Elina's fourth. Long look at the par. Could she get up and down from here?
Oh, that's a nice looking rip.
I think it's just a bit short.
Ah,
but it still circles edge.
Yeah.
So decision time.
It's there if she wants it. Wants to finish with a highlight.
What would it gain her to finish with a par? She would stay at 11th place then.
Okay, so there's not really much to play for there in that case.
No, but she would otherwise drop down. She would be tied for 11th place otherwise.
Okay.
With the bogey. So yeah, solo 11th place or tied 11th place. Jenny Karppinen, her second, looking perfect. Doesn't get much better than this.
Great move.
A lot of distance and one of those laser beams that we see, like, is so characteristic for her play style.
Yeah, she's good at that straight shot. Nice little butterfly.
So now she put pressure on Anneli. It was the other way around from the tee. She's answered to it once already. Ooh, this could be problem. This could be bad, but it is safe.
Yep. Barely safe over there on that left side.
Not the cleanest shot I've ever seen from Silva Saarinen, but
no, but decent result. As long as it's in bounds on this one, that's kind of the main thing.
And how will Anneli react to that shot from Jenny Karppinen? Can she match it? I'm thinking that she will be somewhere around where Silva ended up. After hitting that tree, it's landing safe. Not as much distance as Jenny, so still Jenny is in the driver's seat right now.
Yep. Hole 18 averaging 7.13 today, even with the wind down a little bit. Very, very difficult hole. 25% of the field getting the par, which is better than we've seen so far. Sophie, Rachel, Olivia, and Jenny Larsen all getting that par so far.
Kaidi Alsalu also gotten 2 pars already here on hole 18.
That's safe and well.
Staying safe. Flirting with the left side. Not too far away from out of bounds, but she's safe. Whew. I just love disc golf so much. It's so
I feel you, man. I feel you.
Jenny.
We got the dream job, don't we?
Jenny had pressure from Anneli from the tee, and then it was the other way around, and now it's a chance for Anneli to put pressure on Jenny again. So the swip swap, it's a battle, it's a duel, it's a war out there right now, and this is Elina made a decision to run it, but it was a clear misrelease there.
Yeah, I never had a chance, but it's been really great to follow her on this chase card today. See if Tina can finish strong with a par here.
Would keep her tied with Sofie Björlycke if she can.
Oh, sails it past, and she's going to have
another long one.
Another tough one.
So she might drop down a bit if she cannot make that one. We'll put Sofie Björlycke up to solo 6th. She's already there now, even if Tinja makes this one.
So she needs us to maintain the tie?
No, she will drop down even if she makes this one.
Oh, right, for bogey, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
And then she would be tied with Rachel Turton. But Rachel will also climb past her now. She's looking stressed.
Yeah.
She doesn't like this.
Well, who would? Right there in front of the gallery, Tournament Central.
Live cameras.
Yeah.
Hundreds of people watching online. Maybe even thousands. But there you go.
That's nice. Nice to get it in there.
So 26 over par is where she's landing. And that means that she dropped down behind both Sofie Björlycke and Rachel Turton, and we'll see what Amanda Lennartsson is doing.
She's putting for bogey from circle 1.
Yeah, so she is not gonna drop past Amanda Lennartsson.
No, looks like Amanda will finish in the top 10 though.
And Heidi's doing everything she can to get up
There
on
you
that
go.
podium.
That was an important stroke, yeah.
3 pars in a row on this hole 18. But now she just has to wait and see if someone is making a mistake. So far they have been looking extremely good, both Jenny and Anneli.
Nice finish from Amanda there. She's going to be 9th place.
Yeah.
And she will earn cash.
But the best Swede then ended up to be Sofie Björlycke.
Yep.
After a tight battle between all these 3. Elina for double bogey finishes 30 over par.
Tied with Maria and Camilla. Good company there.
Anneli now. Chance to put pressure on Jenny with a great shot. I think this is just that. Great spot after 3 throws.
Very good.
Still a bit to work with to get up and down from that position to get a par. What can Jenny do now? Jenny Karppinen. First Silva.
A little overturned, but it's so stable that it really gets the full flight, even flexes back and fades.
Right next to Anneli there.
Great shot. Silva probably going to have a top 5 finish. She's got 3 strokes ahead of Sophia coming into the hole, so she can bogey or double bogey potentially and still take 5th place. So,
but she's not going to get a birdie, and she would have needed a birdie to
boost up, but
to climb.
But top 5 is pretty good. You get a lot of tour points for that still, and some pretty good payout.
The champion to be Kaidi Alsalo for her 3rd. She has also gotten par here both rounds, and she's looking at potential 3rd par here.
One of the highlight putts of the event was that super windy first day. Big statement there. She had the lead already, and she decided to run.
Yeah, she wouldn't have even needed to do that.
That
came out of nowhere.
Yeah. That was really a telltale sign of what was to come. That she was in a very confident state of mind and executing time and time again.
This shot is gonna decide so much. It's gonna show if she's in control of the situation.
Looks pretty good. Oh, it kicks off though.
But nothing to worry about. Could that tree possibly be a distraction?
It might be a
close enough though.
Yeah.
We still have no idea who will finish second. We could, like how they are now, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a tie for second place.
Yeah, they're both in pretty good spot to get a par, right?
Yeah, but
it's going to be nervy on the green.
It's going to be nervy. You want to be as close as possible. We saw Jenny Karppinen missing a tap-in just a few holes ago. I'm sure she still remembers that one. Jenny is right in that tree, so it is a disturbing.
Yeah, a bit unlucky to get that kick right into that, kind of like one of the only things that could really get in her way at this point.
And it's still quite a bit to go from a difficult position. What can you do from here, Jenny? Can you get yourself close? Can you...
She's got to go.
Can you get a par from here? You have to get a par, most likely, to stay in second place.
Yeah, and a bogey means that she'd have to share that third place spot with Heidi.
She has already a second place finish at the European Pro Tour from Turku last year, but this field is so much bigger. It's so much more.
Yeah, and that obstruction just proved too much to allow her to get all the way up there. She's in circle 2 now.
Now it's all up to Anneli.
Anneli just needs to put this close, and she will get outright second place. First up, Kaidi.
Will we have 2 Estonians at the top?
It's looking pretty likely at this point.
I think so. I think we might see 2 Estonians and 3 Finns behind.
She's got her A3. Really great approach disc from Prodigy, just aiming low. Not a great shot, but she doesn't really need anything. She could throw quite many more times and still be...
Yeah, it doesn't matter at all.
No.
That was clearly not the best shot we've seen from Kairi Alsalo. But as you said...
From there, she can pitch it up and tap in for the win. No problem.
Anneli now. This needs to get close.
She's got a pretty open look.
She wants to get a second place. Will she?
Nice hyzer. That's
like
right
this a
there.
lot.
It hits the base.
She's not going to miss that putt.
That's it. That's going to do it. That will reach up and tap in for solo second place. Unless Jenny can hit that putt, obviously.
Yeah, she has nothing to lose by running that, right? Yeah, she could be.
She could potentially drop off the podium if she goes back and forth. So
it's decision time for
She can
Jenny.
decide if she wants to share third place with Heidi and lay up, or she can go for the tie for second with the big putt.
She could even drop out of the podium.
Yeah.
So
that's all it would take, would go back and forth. Yeah.
Is it worth it?
This is a big moment for Jenny to decide.
And interesting for us to see what's going on inside Jenny's head also.
Yeah, it'd be good barometer into her mental game here. And
Kairi Alsalo, there you have it, the new champion of Copenhagen Open. In just a minute or two, she will be the queen of Copenhagen. Jenny is not gonna go for that one. She doesn't feel that she has it from deep circle 2 on an elevated basket. Probably smart.
Fair enough.
She's gonna be...
Could have cost her some money and some tour points and maybe a little trophy. I'm not sure if they're going to play off for the trophy like they did last year, but...
We have to see. But she's still going to be on the podium. Shared with Heidi Laine in that case.
That's some good company to be in. Anytime you're finishing an event tied with Heidi Laine, you've done something great.
And this is just slightly unexpected, but impressive.
Incredibly well-deserved. What a great victory for Kaidi Alsalo. She has just catapulted herself onto the top stage of disc golf here.
World class of her own. No one could match Kaidi Alsalo this weekend.
Dominant victory.
Karppinen, Jenny should also be proud of what she has done. Sure. Bogey on hole 18 is nothing to be ashamed of. She's going to share that third place with Heidi Laine. Silva Saarinen, 5th place. And Anneli Togias-Männistö taking the second place. 2 Estonians in the top.
Women's Open Division winner of Copenhagen Open, Kairi Alsalu.
The win of the first European Pro Tour of the season here in Copenhagen. 7 strokes in front of number 2. Could you put some words to your weekend?
Good mental game, I guess. I don't have any words right now. Yeah, good mental game.
And you had quite a good lead coming into the third round here today. Did you have any specific thoughts about your game plan?
No, I didn't, but I felt nervous for some reason. I don't know. But I managed to stay calm and win.
Okay, well, congratulations once again. Which tournaments are we going to be seeing you in next time?
Estonian Open, I guess. Yeah, thanks.
Excellent. We'll see you there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Big congratulations to Kairi Alsalu, and thank you for showing what Estonian women can do on European Pro Tour.
It was a fantastic performance all the way through. Wire-to-wire victory for Kairi. And yeah, we have a new star again here on the Disc Golf Stream. Another winner on the European Pro Tour. We've had such variety, so many different champions, huh?
Just shows how great the field is, and how many still so many players fighting for podium. That just shows how many good players we have in Europe right now.
Great competition, very exciting. It was so much fun to follow that all along, all 3 rounds, even through the tough wind on days 1 and 2, and from a more beautiful sunny setting in Valbu Park and on final day. Great action all the way through.
Super interesting to hear also that Kairi said she was nervous.
She didn't show it, did she?
She didn't show it at all. We thought she was calm as...
Yeah, cool as a cucumber all the way. Just looked like she was just doing her thing,
Good control of her emotions. And then we had also Anneli Togias-Männistö, another Estonian player on the podium. They are just good. What have they done during the off-season in Estonia?
Yeah, super impressive result from her. Nice to watch her a couple days in a row. She did really well. There we see the final leaderboard, and it was really tight from everybody. Kairi really distanced herself all the way, but everybody else right there within a few strokes,
And never count out charging Heidi Laine. Somehow she's always able to claw herself up there on the podium.
Yeah, and also a great result there from Rachel Turton, shooting the hot round and bouncing back after some struggles early on in the event. Good to see her back in fine form there for the final day.
Yeah, showing class. And Rachel, what she finished only 6 strokes behind second place. We thought it would be much worse than that after seeing her score from yesterday. But
yeah, up 5 spots on the day. True champion there in Rachel Turton. Wasn't able to defend her title here at the Copenhagen Open, but she will definitely live to fight another day, and she's going to be right there near the top in many events to come this season. So make sure you tune back in to Disc Golf Stream for all of our exciting events. We'll be next time coming at you from the Belgian Open.
A new event here on the tour.
Yeah, 2 weeks from today, and be really exciting to see how that's looking.
Definitely will be. I'm a bit exhausted right now. It has been amazing to follow these players. We are soon, in a few hours, going to see the MPO battle for the win. We have 3 players there tied for the lead, but
that's going to be exciting, isn't it?
Let's say another big congratulations to Kairi Alsalu. She was not the favorite coming into this event, but she showed already on day 1 that she should have been mentioned as one of the absolute big favorites.
Yeah, well-earned victory. Great performance all the way through.
And it's going to be very interesting to see how she reacts. What happens now after taking down a win like this?
Yeah, now she knows she can do it. So she's going to, come into most likely every event feeling like she has what it takes to be the champion.
Will she build on this, or will it make her feel nervous, as she said, coming in as a favorite next event? She's definitely going to be one of the favorites wherever she's playing after a performance like this. But
yeah, clearly a strong mental game, and if that's what a nervous Kaidi looks like I'm not concerned because she didn't show it at all.
No. Yeah, Kaidi Altalul right now, the winner of Copenhagen Open and also the leader of European Pro Tour 2023. What happens in 2 weeks in Belgian Open? We just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Gonna be exciting. And in a few hours, we will be back with MPO. But we thank you all for watching Kaidi Altalul take down the Copenhagen Open title together with us.
Yeah, we'll be back for the MPO in about 2 hours and 15 minutes back online. Please do everything you can to share that link and to inform your friends and everybody you think that might enjoy watching an exciting battle at the Copenhagen Open from the MPO side. Yeah, looking forward to it. It's been an incredible event from the FPO, and now we have one more round of really exciting action on the MPO side, but we don't have any idea what's going to happen there. Three-way tie coming in. A few others that still have a chance too.
I don't dare to bet who the winner is going to be. You just have to watch it together with us. But that's it for this round. We are saying goodbye and hope to see you again in a few hours. Thank you for watching. This is Victor Tågestad.
Andrew Gum.
Signing off.
Thank you all.